What's going on, everybody? It's the holiday season, and we're getting ready to close out the final week here of 2022 in terms of Series E and Esports Arena broadcast before heading off for a holiday break. And it's time for some Series E Guilty Gear Strive, folks. My name is Jay. So excited to be back here with you once again as we wrap up the year here for Guilty Gear Strive at Esports Arena, and ready to get into some more fun tonight. Going to be a great bracket, new patch, some new players. It's going to be a good time. For those of you that are new, we just want to break down kind of how things work so we're all on the same page. Now, Series E is a professional esports open circuit that absolutely anyone can join across multiple different titles. We've got Apex Legends, Multiverses, and of course, Guilty Gear Strive. Now, the way that it works is players and teams come out, they play in our open qualifiers, and the best of the best make it into Series E. Now, what does that mean for them? Well, players will get the opportunity to sign a contract, they'll get signed by one of our partnered brands, they'll earn a monthly salary, and get the opportunity to compete weekly for points and prize money in Guilty Gear Strive. It's every Thursday where our players play against some of the best talents from all across North America. So if you and your friends want to get involved and have any more questions, head over to esportsarena.com today to figure all that out. As we come back here into the studio, it's going to be a fun night tonight, folks. Of course, we just got a brand new patch. Some big changes all across the board. Ramlethal and Happy Chaos seeing some tweaks, though it seems like the general community consensus is maybe they didn't get hit quite hard enough. Nago seeing some significant nerfs. Potemkin coming back maybe a little bit. Don't know that he's going to be quite back to where he was pre-Season 2. But we could see some picks getting into the mix here that we haven't seen in quite a while. I know some folks very excited about the Anji changes. I know a lot of players have been starting to pick him up over the last few months, and maybe we see even more Anji here this patch. But it's going to be fun. A lot of different players here in today's bracket. A lot of faces that we maybe haven't seen yet here in Series E coming out to play. So it'll be a very fresh and exciting day to break down new picks, new players, and more. So I'm looking forward to it all as we wrap up the final broadcast for Guilty Gear Strive here for this season. And it's crazy to think that I believe we're just over a year since we kicked off Season 1 of Series E Guilty Gear Strive here at Esports Arena, and it's been an incredible journey, and we're of course looking forward to everything coming in 2023. Guilty Gear Strive has been so good to us here at Esports Arena, and we just hope we can continue to give back to this wonderful community. So thank you so much for continuing to be here with us, and we're looking forward to having a lot of fun with you all here today. My good friends St. Cola and Jadalyn will be on the cast today, and I'll be here hosting in between to keep you abreast on what's going on in the bracket and more. But I hope to have those two on the broadcast here today as we wrap up 2022. But let's not waste any further time. Let's hand it over to the casters and get started with another day here of Series E Guilty Gear Strive. It kicks off right now.
Another week of Series E. We are back at with the finest Guilty Gear Strive that North America has to offer.
Anji, Adventure having the rhythm, playing the dance, showing the fans out, and more Bato gets countered!
Side switch! On the opening, just slow in the Super Rosso 3-0 whole time.
More, but doesn't care Fujin anyway. Go in, here's the ball in. This time jumping above the fans, like I don't care about the plus frames.
Zeus is back in the corner off the 5K, 6K Red RC extension into the Super. This should seal it. Tempest built up, he's waiting for that right time to get that whip punch in. Even against the guard point situation into the Super. Bean is so smart, immediately fakes out the throw. Burst, they both want this round. Umisho looking to run it in, and he's going to be able to get the kill off of this. That burst works out for Umisho. Trying to take any gaps. Oh my god. That number 2K. Umisho. And welcome back to another Serious E. I guess not so serious because today we have a little bit of free play. And you know what I smell? The smell of the game, the smell of a new patch, the smell of things being shaken up. And today, as Yeso has said, we're going to see some clown shoes because we just got that patch dropped on everybody. And we're going to see who can stay solid in day one of these patches. Before we get into the fisticuffs, here are them introductions. My name is St. Cola, but more importantly, I am joined with the joy. That is Jadalyn, my sister. How you doing?
I am doing fantastically. I am ready for the tomfoolery, the ridiculousness, the absolute, like you said, clown shoes that is about to be this Series E tonight. I'm really excited, especially to be able to see what these players who have been tweeting all dang day about this patch are going to bring into this today.
Yeah, I've had a lot of jokes up on the Twitter space. A lot of people saying, yo, Nago players, fill out the McDonald's applications immediately, expeditiously. Get on that because it might be your time. But honestly, before we get to any of that, I guess I got to talk about the pricing that we have. It's not going to go down like that today, but you can take a look at what we typically do. First and threes and things like that, going to be the name of the game today. No points today, though. It's no points because it's a little bit goofy with it. I got to check and make sure that we do have, if we have the pricing, if that's still going to be a thing, if they're still going to get money for their play. But it is going to be the typical stuff of, random stage select, winner must keep their character and stuff like that. But let's take a look at the people we've selected to go through this bracket, to go through one of the most hellish brackets we'll ever go through, because they haven't had really a lot of time to deliberate on how to operate with these characters.
No, I'm really excited about this group of people who got to play in today. So we have Newmanheimer, Taco, Diaphone, Stealthy, Red Ditto, Lapries, Marvello, Odd Toaster, Adventure, Druce, Remy Celeste, Darkrai, Bean, Smitty, Pepperysplash, and Symbolus. Which we do have some new faces, like Yeso was saying earlier, but we have some old familiar faces as well to round out some, I think, like, not only just the ridiculousness, and we're going to keep calling it that throughout this entire thing, but also just the sheer character specialists that we have in this bracket today is going to be so much fun to see what they pull out of the patch notes that we had. And throughout this entire broadcast, we'll go over the patch notes. There were some big universal changes that were implemented specifically so that the comeback mechanic was a little bit better and more viable for some people. And I gotta say that they just, once again, they tried to make Dragon Install better. They keep trying.
They keep trying.
Did they succeed?
No. No one's gonna use that bar. Why would you buff Sacred Edge? No one's going to use bar for that. No one's going to be popping Dragon Assault because it's pop Dragon Assault into lose. Nobody's going to be doing that. Arc says, please stop buffing the wrong things with that character. But he did get 5H buff, and we won't see that from any of these players. But there have been some buffs where I feel like when they were announced, people were like, oh, that doesn't really matter. But I saw KCK's face light up when 5H actually stuffs people from dashing in. It's now a fantastic button. Like, I'm like, this is great. Because, like, sometimes you'll get a patch note and be like, this doesn't really matter. But then you see it in play. And one of the things I wanted to go back to is, like, you talked about how the fact that the reward is better on defense. Risk gauge, something that you get back now when you hit him with the burst. Right. Risk gauge going down faster. And also, to me, this is great. I didn't expect this was going to happen at all because this is Arxis. They lowered down the damage. I played a few sets today, and I'm like, I can feel the difference. I'm not exploding in 2 hits, in 3 hits. It feels great.
That's awesome. Yeah, so there's some base damage scaling, some attack levels that got changed. Burst will now reset your risk level. Mm-hmm. That's kind of cool. That's a really neat thing that we're doing. Tension now changes depending on whether or not you're on offense or defense, how that is gained. These are all really, really big things. And also negative tension. Or like the negative penalty bonus now will come into effect a little bit more differently.
Yes. Now between these two characters, one thing I actually played a Gold Lewis today, and he sent out the Sentry, and I hit him, and it was gone. I was like, thank you, God. They actually have to think about putting down Sentry. Ooh, but here we go. The damage that this character can do can still get through. Newmanheimer, in terms of offense, in terms of laying it down, Nago can still do it.
Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing, like, Nago definitely had some significant changes. Like, one of the more significant ones in the patch, he's got to be a lot more careful depending on where he is in his blood gauge level. But, obviously with a perfect, that didn't matter a whole lot now, did it?
Mm-mm. Straight side switch? Yeah, we out of there. Yeah, just don't get hit right now. Oh, the whip punish with the far S in Sentry. Yeah, you got to do that at the right time. You do that on that meaty situation and finds the finish off of PT. And there it is, like, you melt even faster as the blood gauge goes up.
Yep. All right, there comes... Woo! That was an early burst. Oh, your burst didn't matter. Your burst didn't matter one stinking bit. Newmanheimer is going to take a ton of damage off of Taco. Taco, baby, what is you doing? You know what? They can't do anything. It doesn't... it doesn't matter if there were defensive mechanics for comeback if you never get to play the game.
I will say that Newmanheimer did hit him a few more times, it felt like, but he's not fine. Another perfect KO. Newmanheimer saying, I ain't read the patch notes, bro. I didn't even take a look at them. There were patches. They patched the game.
Nago players can read?
They didn't.
Look, I know Okay, okay. I'm just messing around, but seriously, you would not know that Nago had any sort of detriment during that match. Not in the slightest.
Definitely stay. I mean, I feel like, you know, Gold Lewis stayed alive a little bit longer, even though he's a chunky boy, he's got a lot of help. But the fact of the matter is, you're right. Like, that character still has fantastic offense, and that wasn't really neuter that much. You know, him being dusted, if he busts, you know, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, I was looking specifically, so looking at the patch notes, so his blood gauge, Nagariyuki's defense now varies with the amount of blood gauge, so something to watch. Crashing S has increased recovery, Far Standing S, the final hit of it, has reduced recovery, his Standing Heavy Slash has reduced lower hitbox, and Fukyo now reduces tension, but increases that negative value, that thing that I was talking about earlier, that negative penalty. So that's what happened to Nago.
It seems detrimental, but like if your offense is really good and you block once in a while, you'll be okay. And I think this is one of the characters that, like, if you look at like where they want to go with this game and you look at Nago, I feel like you're in good hands. Like, you feel like Arceus is putting you in good hands because they want you to be able to interact with that character better. I felt like before, like the patch is like, dang, I'm playing great and I get smoked. Now if he puts out the 2S, you could actually find a whiff punish against him. You could actually deal with that character a lot better. So like, it feels like I can play my game as these other characters, even though I don't win that matchup. I can play a little bit better, and then he won't come back and then smoke me with auto zone with the clone counter hit, and then into RPS. You know, is it really RPS if I'm not able to actually do my rock paper scissors?
Rock paper scissors gun.
Yeah, gun. He's got the gun. I don't have anything. He's all having all the fun.
Yeah. I mean, but then also looking at Gold Lewis, so like you were saying, the attack hitbox of the little drone now is going to disappear when Gold Lewis takes damage, which is pretty much in line with the rest of the projectiles. And all versions of Burn It Down have an increased number of hits, which is pretty cool.
Maybe they want you to use more of that bar for that special. Like, they want you to do something different. Oh, in the corner. 6H. Off the low. Sentry. FD will save you.
Oh. Ooh. Okay, that was a much better round from Taco for sure.
Keep up that
All right,
pace.
getting back into it though, yeah. A lot more aggression out of Newmanheimer this time. Oh my god, the counter hits are still so huge.
5H. Oh my god, from downtown. It's still such a good button. RC's a stay solid right there. 6H. Far slash. Caught him. Opened up. Low slash again. DP situation.
Oh my god. Sheesh. Yeah, this is... I'm not seeing the Nago nerfs. Where are they? Oh, that burst was not the burst that you wanted it to be, Taco. I'm really sorry. But that 2H whiffed from Newmanheimer.
That's an old nerf right there. In burst situation, PRC to bait it out. Nice. Good stuff for Taco.
Oh, no.
Off the backboard. You're dead.
Right, we got that one.
Oh. Maybe if he had one more blood bar, he might have been dead, but stays alive.
Oh no, this is an opportunity for Newmanheimer though. Just that button was not the one. The RC comes out. Got plenty to work with. He doesn't even need to do anything else with that tension. He's got it.
I got Arceus. You need to make another pass at Nago. I don't know. Even the damage reduction.
Nago's looking kind of good right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Which is actually, I'm gonna say this, and maybe it's gonna be contrary to what I've been saying. I'm glad that he is not just like cratered into the ground. I hate seeing characters at the top get just dusted all the way down. I like seeing characters being able to do what they got to do in terms of, like, you know, their damage and stuff like that, or their game plan, and not have that take up the table. Just maybe more risk. We're not seeing the risk because Taco hasn't had an opportunity to let that risk fly. He's maybe caught Newmanheimer with some of that blood bar a little bit with it, but it hasn't really been enough. And that 2S, I don't know if there's anything that Gold Lewis can really do besides a preemptive BT to clip it out.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but right now Taco needs to do something a little bit differently. I thought that first round in the previous game went pretty well, but Newmanheimer looking kind of great right now. Comes in with the slashes. That's a lot of blood. You've got to be real careful. Okay, just do 3 slashes. Don't be careful. What do I know? You're playing the game.
He's doing a good job of stemming it down with those far slash to 5Hs and things like that. But here we go. Side switch. I like that. High B, but it doesn't matter. Okay. Get off me. YRC. Burst. Back in the corner.
I like the idea of that burst. That gave such a good opportunity for Taco until it wasn't a good opportunity. And now... Oh, did you forget he had a gun? I forgot he had a gun briefly. I just talked about it and I still forgot.
Where's he hiding that? Where did that come from?
Does it matter? He's got an entire coffin. That thing covers lore for days.
That's true, that's true. So I actually like that option, because he knows that Newmanheimer's not going to Pukio in because of the blood stuff. It might be not the worst thing to let the gat fly.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that, but... Okay, we didn't get to see the little drone disappear, because unfortunately Newmanheimer didn't get the chance to hit Taco, but that could have been a thing. Like, if he had gotten a sword hit, that... So, I guess using the drone more in the neutral situation now, using it as a zoning tool, keep away, you know, that sort of thing, that's where that's going to come into play. And it's going to have a lot more detriment against characters that also have a projector, like your Kai, your Enos, things like that, where you're able to hit the character, your Jacko, who now can throw servants farther, depending on which move she's using. Hey, look. Homegirl needed some help. Homegirl needed some help.
What? Even Adventure said leave her alone. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. Anyway, she's really good right now. But Newmanheimer, let's see how good he is right now. He's 2-1. And again, you see that drone situation, Newmanheimer trying to take that off the table with the // 5H, and it's working out. 6H. Fukio's in with the 6H. One more good hit will seal it, and he's got a long-range game plan. The DP immediately gets it for free. And Newmanheimer on set point.
My dude didn't even need a good hit. He needed, like, a tissue, a sneeze, if you will. Oh my god. Wow, and he's gonna use the blood gauge right there. My goodness gracious, this is so much. So we got the blood burst. Did you see how little that affected his health?
Nothing. It really didn't matter.
He went to half.
Did you read the patch notes, my guy? Did you read that? Did you look? I think you just woke up today and said, oh, I'll play it Series E. I'll just come out here and play. Brother, read the patch notes. You're not. They said not to do it. They said relax. But just like that, 3-1.
But, so before, when you would pop blood, you'd go down to a sliver. He still had half his health. That is huge. That is a huge change.
Kind of wild.
Like, that's monumental.
Ah, man. I think, though, when you have someone like a character like Nago again, his toolkit is too strong, it's too ready, and are we playing this back? I'm not quite sure. It looks like it's something different. Oh, okay. So he chose the wrong character. This is the same character.
What's going on? I believe this is a replay.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute. I was looking at the thing downstairs or in our Discord, but Newmanheimer was kind of getting into Taco right here. The tremendous amount of pressure. This character is still super strong. You can't stop this character. You can't stop Nago. I don't care what anybody says. Maybe he's not like top 1 or top 3, but he's still gonna be very strong. His conversions, his damage, you can't stop this character from operating. And there right there, you see the nerve from Gold Lewis. Oh, it's a control issue. Thank you, chat.
Yep. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thanks, Toaster. Appreciate it.
I mean, is it a control issue for who? Let me saw Newmanheimer. You fix your buttons. You gotta fix your neutral. But then again, it's hard to fight a dog like Newmanheimer. He's probably had a lot of practice with the likes of Darkrai and the other millions of Gold Lewis players, especially when Gold Lewis was really good last season. People were like, man, this character might actually be top tier. He's a studious and study cat. And just like that, he moved to the winner side.
Yeah, I mean, everybody starts on winners today, which is always nice. But only a couple people can claim the rights of being top 3 in a tournament on a day 1 patch that is absolutely wild.
Yeah, the fact that we're on this patch is definitely something ridiculous with it. And again, we're all learning with you. We're all learning with you at home. When the patch hit, I was like sitting in my bed, reading through, flipping through. The problem is when the patch hits the first 5 or 6 hours, throw them out the window. Because most people are like, my character's dead. Nothing I could do. Well, why are they doing this and that? And it takes them such a long time for them to actually use their brains, go to the lab and play a few matches before they do any of that stuff. So like it takes a while for people to like recognize and realize what you should actually do with your character and the patches and stuff like that. Like after the dust settles, then you start practicing like, oh, it's not so bad. Like the Kai players saying 5H shouldn't matter. Seeing KZK again, his face light up was like, okay, that's how I know that this is a good buff. This is how I know it's a good buff. He happy about something with Kai is good. It's good.
Well, and the
Besides
thing is too, like, it's been a couple hours. Like, nobody has had a chance to let dust settle. Dust is still all over the place. Dust is on the ceiling. Dust is in the curtains. There's dust everywhere. Like, this patch is going to take a bit to settle into. And I do want to appreciate that in the patch notes with Sin, they're like, he's new. We're not changing anything. Like, I feel like that's a lot of, not foresight necessarily, but it's a really good thing to be like, hey, he's new, let him rock. Especially with all of these other changes. And the character who has changed most significantly as far as just the sheer number of things was Bridget, of course, because she did not get touched by the previous patch because she was new.
We've seen that with Sin a little bit later on. So you Sin players, I know you're upset that you didn't get any new shiny toys for Christmas, but you got a new shiny character for Christmas. Like, I mean, it's fine. Like, you'll be all right. Like, you know, it's probably too early to switch up things on Sin right now, considering everything is shifted for the other characters. So where he may struggle, he may not so much now. And maybe he will struggle a little bit more in some other areas. We'll just have to see. So I'm glad that they didn't really change him. It makes sense not to change him so soon. You know, not adding new tools when he's barely even figured out. Heck, we've finally got to the phase where Sin is decent. Where before people were like, oh, this character's trash. He's ass. Put him in the dumpster. Who needs him? Get him out of here. So I'm glad. Bro, he's so good. Like, I think he's pretty good. Like, look, I keep saying Kizzy K because he's like a big Sin copium.
Oh yeah, I mean he's like the Sin from Exard.
Exactly, and that's why I watch him and I try.
I am a fan of Kizzy K's Sin. Okay.
Yeah.
I won't lie.
Who is it? Who is it?
I won't tell a lie. I mean, I also really like Sin. I think his kit is really fun. I enjoy playing it. Yeah. He's one of those characters that I'm like, in certain matchups I want to play him, and then in certain matchups I want to play Baiken. It just really, you know, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. But speaking of characters,
oh god,
speaking of characters, let's look at this here, Faust.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Ram. Actually, I was gonna be real. I thought you were gonna say how Ram. I don't know what happened with Ram. I don't know what lawyer she got.
I'm not sure,
but she beat the case. Whatever lawyers she got, I want those lawyers if something ever happens to me, because she beat the case of when it comes to nerfs, because it didn't really impact her really that much at all. The Rekkas, less than damage.
The Rekkas are like that
whatever.
Yeah, that was like minor, and then the opponent can now recover after landing on this third and second hit of the Rekka. Okay, like all right, but
good.
yeah, the first thing I read was crouching heavy slash, expanded frontal hitbox. I said, excuse me?
You gave her, as the patch will say, you gave her more damage. It makes it easier to go into highly damaging combos. You want to have an easier time with that?
But also jump dust, expanded hitbox. I mean, okay, also expanded hurtbox behind her.
Right.
My girl was not struggling to get hits.
Have you seen the mix up that they're doing? They'll do like cross up, jump B, and they'll get red RC for the follow up. So not only do you get the side switch, you get an extension right there too as well off the combo. Like that is like, you gave Ram players more. You gave them more.
Why would you do that? Have you seen Ram players? They're just gonna be like, read patch notes. Success. Okay, moving on. I just want to read verbatim The first line
Oh,
from this.
Okay.
The additional range for crouching heavy slash makes it easier to go into highly damaging combos, making her more threatening at close range.
Yeah.
Bro?
Yeah.
Like she needs to get there. Like she needs to even be there. I mean, we already have a character that can dash up fast. You're still worried about close slash. You're still worried about far slash even before that happens, or dash up throw or whatever. And then you get her up close and personal, and she wants more for combos. She got that crouching button right there. Nah, I don't know about all that, Arxis. But I guess you got to give everybody some fun tools and stuff like that, even if they are already privileged and their stack of presence is sitting high to the sky. So I guess you want to give them a little bit of love too. But, we'll see, though. I do feel like Ram is a little bit easier to fight for some of these characters because of the damage reduction. Overall, the way that risk gauge works is definitely better. And Burst getting a lot more off of that and lowering the risk gauge, which is definitely something that she's so good about, is thankful. But you know what I'm thankful for? I'm thankful for
What are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for him. Let's throw it to him. So.
Hey everybody, welcome back to this super fun holiday edition, crazy pants edition. We all got presents in the form of this patch for Guilty Gear Strive here on Series E. And we're ready to go into a match. We're going to get Odd Toaster versus Marvello up in here. I'm Jadelyn. This is my bro, St. Cola. How are you?
I'm doing good. I get to see one of my favorite players come on the screen. I'm going to get a little biased with it because it's not tournament time. Marvello, been watching this cat for a long time. Not only in the Marvel scene, obviously, it's in his name, but watching his chip evolve and grow has been super sick. He's very technical, he's very momentum based, he's very good about the whip punishing, and I think that him along with Bean are the top 2 chip players in the entire world. The results have shown it. They've been consistent, and I want to see how they operate with this new patch. And I feel like just the damage reduction in general and the risk gauge, and how we already talked about that, how that stuff operates now in this season definitely helps out the likes of Chip. Maybe he can survive one more sequence nowadays. Maybe he can survive half a sequence, but that's more than what he had previously. And not exploding as Chip is great. That's fantastic. That's exactly what you want to have as a low health character.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I saw some people talking earlier about Chip and they were like, this looks good. So just some things right now. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm looking at the patch notes so that we can go back and reference exactly what has been changed. But Alpha Blade Horizontal now sends the opponent flying towards Chip, making it easier to land more hits. The reduced startup for Senshu means that it can combo from Rokusai on a crouching hit, making it more rewarding.
Maybe more mix-ups off the Alpha Blade. Bro, let me find out I'm a Chip player after this. You know how you see a strong character, you like, dang, I just might play that character too. Marvello, even before this patch, you showed the strength of this character continuously throughout these brackets. TNS, Series E, doesn't matter what it is, has won tournaments too as well. Let's see what he does out here and how he acclimates to this new chip. I want to see how that Alpha Blade works out and how
especially the horizontal one, like to pull closer. Ooh, big counter hit comes out. So far he hasn't used really many Alpha Blades at all. I know Alpha Blade Diagonal is the one that we see more frequently. Looked like Odd Toaster went in for a grab but did not get anything off of that. Oh, there's the Diagonal again. Jeez, Marvello. As the Marvel community would say, he's got some schmovement.
Yeah, that smoothing, that movement, that butter. They put him through the wall, make him fall, and get that bar back. Actually, this is great. You get that positive tension, and you get the fact that you're in that win condition too as well. Good stop there with the YRC to
backdash.
That mix.
Okay. Oh, Beyblade whiffed, but Marvello's still sitting in a good place. It does look like Chip is having an easier time in this, like a lot easier.
See that 2S whiffing too as well? Marvello went in right after Odd Toaster, thought he could whip or get another button out. Marvello catch it before it came out.
No. Same set. Oh, wow. Marvello doing a great job capitalizing on these whiffed hits from Odd Toaster. RC comes out. The pop-up was really nice. Okay, burst. That was actually a really good place for that to happen. It's giving Odd Toaster a chance.
Uh-oh, 2H actually put him back in the other side. But Marvello still fight outside that corner. Puts the sushi sukiyaki on. 5H. Fukio's in. Stops him before he can even get the pressure started. Fast fall.
Whoa.
Immediate 2P. Bro, you could have exploded, but you will right here. That's the end. The red RC. That's victory. Marvello with the first W.
Oh, I didn't fix my face before we came back to camera. I was like,
Hey.
That was painful.
Hey.
That was really interesting. I like the way Marvello played that. In the words of my friend St. Cola, that chip looking kind of nice.
Crisp. You can hear the crunch on it. You can hear the crispness on this chip from Marvello. And also, as Lost Souls pointing out, that was a whip punish against the 2S. It looked like you saw a counter hit, so I thought maybe he pressed the button afterwards. But the 2S is out and about for a lot longer. You cannot utilize that button as continuously.
No.
You see Marvello's hunting for that exact option.
Marvello is doing such a good job pressuring the chip, and I think that's one of the really important things to note about the way his gameplay is going. The pressure is insane, and it just feels like Odd Toaster is not ready.
He ain't ready, he ain't steady. Right now, Marvello with the sturdiness, and Odd Toaster not gonna go for that burst. Gonna save the next round going down, but Marvello is getting into Buddy right now.
Oh my goodness, he's doing the Guilty Gear Strive Day 1 patch any % run. That's what he's got going. Okay. Got 3 decent hits from Odd Toaster. Okay, the burst does come out from Marvello. That elbow drop scares me every time. Odd Toaster ready for the incoming jump from Marvello that time.
And the super off the far
probably
slash.
dead. Submit him.
What? No 6H?
Yep.
Would 6H go to kill? I wonder. But maybe the damage scaling. Who kills him with the 5K still in play? The trade transaction, more than enough health for Odd Toaster to seal the deal.
All right, back dash and then over. Okay, nice with a low 2K2D as well. He said, bro, taste this floor. It's delicious.
Dine on some dirt for dinner. Oh, close slash, he's in. Uh-oh, super situation. Odd Toaster said, what about me? What about me? He said, talk about me and my Nago, bro. I ain't read the past shows either. From the wall to the fall, Odd Toaster. As I'll cook that shit.
So it's 1-1 now. I felt like at least that time, Odd Toaster did not... They just weren't playing as scared, you know? There was a lot more back and forth. There was more of a conversation rather than just this one-sided, like, hello? It's like Scream. You just hang up the phone.
You're like, doing there? Hello? Hello? But you're definitely right in terms of more of a transactional thing going on for Odd Toaster. One of these close slashes are landing. He's getting a lot off when he's got the bar at the bottom too as well for the meter. Marvello has not found a way to open him up, at least in that second game, but it's looking the same. 6H again. Yeah. Marvello can't take a few more hits.
Yeah, okay. No, he cannot. He cannot take a few more hits. You are absolutely correct. Future telling, St. Cola over here. Also, shout outs to Lost Soul said DED dead. I love it. Thank you.
No other way to put it. I like these 5Ks though every so often, you know, catching these dashes.
Yeah.
And you get so much off that 5K from this character too. But here's the backdoor call up in the corner though.
Yeah, Marvello just really working hard here, trying to get something. Odd Toaster blocked for approximately 9.2 million light years just to get opened back up. Put back in the same corner situation. Marvello is knocking. Odd Toaster, you should not have opened the door, my friend.
Close it. Lock the doors, lock your windows. Don't let him in. That's how he gets his win. That reversal 5P mash to get the counter hit follow-up, to put him back in the corner. The spacing that Marvello understands with this character is immaculate.
Definitely. Okay. Comes over. Burst comes out. We still haven't seen that horizontal alpha blade from Marvello. They've not used it once. I really want to see it. I want to see the difference. But if it's not part of your toolkit, then it doesn't really matter. Same setup that we saw exactly before in the corner last time. Odd Toaster barred the door. This time able to get out of the corner. Nope, he didn't. I lied to you. He's back.
I forgot my hat. My bad. Marvello with a lot of bar to work with right now. He gets a hiccup over the super. Could kill off this counter hit. He'll just go for the red RC, and that's victory. God dang. Marvello standing outside that distance of the far slash to the 2S. Ooh, that is looking a little bit difficult if you don't let this character in terms of Nago. That's how we see Marvello win. He stands outside the distance, finds whip punishes where he needs to, and puts the pressure on continuously. Every so often putting the clone for the plus frames too as well.
It's a really, really good option. It was a good option before for Chip, but now he's just a little bit sturdier, like you were saying. He's just got a little bit more oomph behind him, so he can take that slightly more than a paper cut hit. He can be cut by like a manila file folder now.
Yeah. He won't bleed out, you know, if he gets a paper cut all the way. You know, you'll have to call the ambulance for another couple more minutes, but we'll have to see. Marvello can keep up that heat. He is on game point. Red RC jump H. I mean, good tech here from Odd Toaster. And he's so, it's like pensive and whiffy that 2S right there. There's that alpha blade, the backboard, the mix.
Oh, he's not dead though. I mean, not that it matters. One sneeze is gonna do it. Yep, there it was. It was right to the nose and then took out the toes.
He said, I'm into those. Marvello on set point. Round start 5K whip, no problem. Beyblade in to get the win for the 6-8 situation.
That elbow.
Oh.
How do people survive that? He's got a blade on his elbow and he just hits him in the head. I have questions.
This is guilty. How is Chip a ninja, the president of the world? There's a lot of things we gotta talk about. A lot of things we gotta talk about. 6K, yes sir, the opener.
Oh, wow. What an opener there. Again, elbow drop. Same situation as last time. Back to the exact same stage, too. But this time, Odd Toaster try not to let it go. YRC resets the neutral, though. FDing for his life because he's got the positive tension. Why not? Oh, he's over. There we are back at the counter hit. Marvello looking mighty nice on this fine Thursday.
Well, Marvello definitely taking out all the anger and aggression that he had against all the Nago players. Had it all built up. He was like, listen, if I see another one, I'm going to get it done. And he definitely did so. He dealt with that 2S fantastically. Even made Odd Toaster feel pensive. And if you're able to make a Nago player, even with the nerfs, feel pensive about utilizing one of their best buttons, well, you're doing something great. And even that, he dealt with Far Slash really well too as well. Few drops to the side we saw of Odd Toaster. He did Far Slash. And look at that last hit just did not connect for him to get the follow-up. Unfortunate, because you do get more off that Far Slash now. I think you get 6H now if you have him in the corner. There's extensions, I believe. However, Marvello was still just too sturdy, too solid. Moving on the bracket. Again, winner side, staying alive in this patch edition of Series E.
I love this patch edition of Series E. This is fun. Like, when I heard that it's basically just like, hey, come fight. Have fun. I was like, where do I sign? Where do I come in to see this? Because that's I mean, how often do you get a day one, 12-hour tournament with the top players? Like, Merry Christmas to me.
Yeah,
to
really.
You guys, holy crap. And to the presents just keep on coming, because next up, do we have quite a gift. This is your N64 back in the 2000s. That's what this present is. This is Diaphone versus Stealthy. This is gonna be crazy.
Stealthy has been posting some nasty stuff on Twitter, retweeting some nasty stuff on Twitter, liking some stuff on Twitter about Axel and his new converse, showing off the damage the character could do. Axel has damage now. It is wild that this character has damage, and part of it is Rainwater. How it pulls you in continuously, how it helps your other combos is so nasty for this character. And I feel like Axel is one of the characters that definitely got buffed in a great way. But then you had mentioned that Bridget had gotten buffed and is a lot more stable with her buttons and things like that. I haven't really read the patch list for her so much, but I know that Diaphone's pretty happy. One thing I saw that Diaphone was really happy about was that if you hit someone with a DP, like now it's even easier to bait out their DP. So like now it's even easier to set up a DP bait or a safe jump, I should say, in place. So that's good that, you know, Diaphone, he was like, had his hood up. He was like, just like labbing stuff out, posted tech and stuff like that. It was funny. It was super funny to watch him to do all that. So I can't wait to see both these characters operate. I didn't even see this matchup in a long time. It's been so long. A lot of people kind of left Bridget.
This matchup is wild. So just briefly before we get in,
talk to me.
In the intentions for her balance, Bridget has more opportunities to launch her offense from neutral due to the increased projectile speed and reduced recovery for stop and dash. And she has more potent options for rolling movement after it connects. So that's cool with some trajectory changes and some distance things. So right now it's just battle of the zoners. But who zones better? That's the question. All right, already seeing some of those differences out of Diaphone with the rolling stop and everything, or the stop and dash with the reduced recovery and the throw. Oh, but speaking of throws, ouch, with the RC at the end. Yikes.
So Bomber 5K. Rainwater, see, yeah, you see the Rainwater pulling you in? Yo, the anti-air to clip the button, that was ridiculous. Diaphone, forcing Stealthy to go for that burst, get some distance, Snail. One more hit. One more good sequence, I should say.
Oh. We got the cool Roger. This is my favorite when he has the glasses. And the motorcycle. Oh, gets hit with the far sickle there, but then comes right in. Dude, that was down to the wire. I like this already.
That easily could have been a 5P from Stealthy right there to interrupt that situation coming in. But here's the roll, though. Counter hit. Careful. Yeah, I'm about to say the yo-yo's out and about. Caught up in the corner. And she builds up so much tension, she's going to be able to lead in these combos that allow her to get the mix with the command grab. It's real nasty. Don't have to deal with that, but may happen here. Wall break, goes into the super. I like this. Go for the Oki. Get that going and flowing.
All right, we've changed stages now. Diaphone looking incredibly healthy. Stealthy not getting anything. We got the 6H in there as well. She jumped over it. Oh, God. I don't know if you want her that close, buddy. Okay, she's on the wall, though. Oh, the wall break reset. That's a shame. He could have gotten so much out of that. Okay, we tech those? Jesus. I didn't even see that come out.
I would have. Y'all wouldn't have teched that either, but still. His Diaphone that stays a little more solid in these situations, actually being a little bit more stronger in terms of having a good life lead and keeping it as much as possible. And then you see the bar used too as well for this character, when she's continuously able to build up that tension. When she's able to get that red RC for the mix with it, you don't know if she's going high, low, which way does she go. And she also has the threat of the command grab, which is like her biggest damage output in terms of like special moves. So like, you're worried about a lot of options when she's got bar. Before that, hit you a million times, it's not going to be a big problem. But Stealthy, with the first one, my bad, I said Diaphone, but Stealthy is the first one to get the win. Anti-air right there.
All right, comes out. I thought it was Diaphone.
Oh wait, was it? Wow,
I think it was
Diaphone.
Diaphone.
Maybe it was Diaphone.
I think it was Diaphone.
It was Diaphone, right?
Chat, it was Diaphone, right? I mean, this is about to be stealthy, but
yeah.
Yeah, Diaphone.
Like,
okay.
Okay. It was Diaphone. Okay, well, Diaphone did get the first win. I thought it was bugging, but now Diaphone trying to run things back just like that. FD up the space, gets the space up in this place, not really helping. Keeping nice and compact right here is Diaphone.
Oh, wow. Yeah, the way the Diaphone is moving right now, so smart. Okay, gets the hit. What do we have afterwards? The Diaphone has to be so careful not to get hit by anything. BRC, that was so smart. Oh my god, you blocked that.
Oof.
Oh my god, and the yo-yo comes out. You lived with 1 health. You had like a Snickers bar, and you said, I'm not me when I'm hungry, and finished it.
The small size of... What is this? Why can't I have a bigger one? 2H though, counter hit. Pulls him close to the side switch. DP though. Here from Diaphone, seeing more of that reversal situation coming from the side of Diaphone right there. And I like that. Do something different on that wake up. What, that hit?
I'm so surprised. Diaphone is making Bridget look phenomenal right now. Okay, the backdash too, so smart with this movement. Like the micro movement on Diaphone is so good. And then you had the dust thrown in there as well. Sheesh.
What in the hell are you doing, Diaphone, with this character? You did not let that person leave the screen at all. It looks like things. He backed up, waited for the anti-air to drop him back down, still had the yo-yo around, and I'm like, bro, you're continuing this oppression session, and you're not letting something play. I thought we were going to see a lot more of the Axel and like the rainwater, the cool combos and stuff like that with the Axel bombers. This preventative health though, an apple a day keeps Axel away. Don't let him play Diaphone on game point.
Once again, bars. Straight bars. I love it. It's one of the many reasons I love working with you, because I'm like, what's he gonna say next? I love it. What's coming out next? We never know. It's all a mystery. Okay, Stealthy, clean round. I loved that. It was really nice. It was very fast. How is Diaphone going to adjust?
I like these jump slashes. Counter hit from downtown though. Here's Diaphone back in the corner position. We have to see like a reverse, and it's so hard because you don't have a real reversal as Axel. You're looking for 2K, 2D knockdowns and things like that. Through the wall once again, the drywall. This is looking nasty. Diaphone gets the Oki and he goes right in.
Yeah, goes straight in. Oh god, hit with the roll as well. Pop up. What do you got? Doesn't matter. You died.
It's like, you can do whatever you want after that. It's a done deal. Diaphone, now the one on set point. Jump back, H right there from Stealthy, trying to get a little bit of a better lead, and that definitely is going to help out. We've seen Diaphone, if you put Stealthy in the corner, he takes away so much help and builds up so much more bar, and I like these stop and dashes coming in.
Oh, the command throw too? I love
Layers.
that. I love that. The way the Diaphone is so, I don't want to use the word stingy, but they just don't use the command throw very much, so when it does come out, you're like, oh, Jesus Christ, superstar. And then you're just dead.
Skate. Look at these blocks, 6H. Blocks it out. 2H.
Oh my goodness, what a catch. 6H again. We've got nothing. PRC comes out from Stealthy. And then, oh god, you have to be so careful if you're Stealthy right now because you know that is out there. Roger is here. RC to... Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Roger was a distraction.
It was a setup the whole time. You're not find Diaphone 3-0. And again, layering on his offense. Get that nasty win. I love seeing him use that super and lock him down with the stop and dash has been a big part, it looks like, of his game plan, at least from what I can recall when he does play. Seeing more of that. It's so quick with it. He's so quick with it, bro. Diaphone moving on 3-0. God dang. It's good. He's good.
I mean, there's nothing else to say. I was like, okay, checkbox, checkbox, checkbox. I did the thing. Moving on. Diaphone read the patch notes. Diaphone probably has a content video coming out about the patch notes right after this. Diaphone, I was going to say, is probably also streaming right now. Yep.
Yes?
Yep. I know he typically does stream his tournament runs of things, but he's probably just sitting there like, man, so, you know, A equals B plus C squared something something Bridget, and the tangent sine of Roger coming from the ceiling equals the distance between me and this dead character. Look, bro, I do not math. My math is limited to 4s, 8s, and 12s. I'm a musician.
There you go. See?
There we go.
We keep it simple out here. I play simple characters. You go see with a Leo biking possibly. I ain't doing all that math, but you see how the math does lead to success. It leads to him putting people to rest. He's moving on the bracket. We're going to move on the bracket too as well. Adventure, Vitamin Water's own Adventure going up against JTG. I'm sorry. Drews. Coming up in the bracket here. Yo, we get to see not only the Anji, because Adventure believes in the Anji even before the patch, and Drew
Adventure was
was
a believer. He was a believer of the school of Anji. Also, apparently, Diaphone already put out a video.
Oh, he did? Oh, I gotta watch that later.
Yep, me too. I'm really excited to see Anji because a lot of Anji players said Anji's looking good this patch. Oh my god, yeah, he's looking good when you burst like that. Drews, babykins, why?
Gotta get out of this corner. Help! Help! Set a step with the 2K and play. Off the low. Show me the sun. Get it done. Adventure. Winning one.
Here comes the sun. Do, 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 do. You're dead.
Not for Happy Chaos.
Nope. Anyway, we're getting into this. Oh, backdash, backdash. Look, I'm not trying to get us DMCA'd, okay?
Okay. Fair.
So Curse changed a lot too. Curse adds to the negative penalty, which I think is really interesting. But Drew's doing a lot better this round. Adventure, though. I'm excited for them and their Anji changes.
Yeah, we get to see some. See, Slump's still there. I don't know why y'all thought it was over. Overhead in with the throw. Saw the Eddie immediately went for the grip. This time the back though from Drews. Good situation. Puts him against the corner. Curse again. Winding down that bar at the bottom for the tension.
Oh, the overhead. That was a really smart choice. And then gets the hit in there. Gets a little bit extra with the fan as well. Or the parasol. Below that time, PRC and the dash in. Adventure came back from the brink of disaster and clutched it. Okay, so while we are in this little break, let's take a look briefly at Anji's changes. So, standing heavy slash now launches the opponent on grounded hit, making it possible to combo from Fuji into Rin, and then you can get Oki off of Isukutobi, which I'm actually not sure what the move that is. Somebody could put like the numbers in chat, what that is. That'd be really helpful. But his 6P has an expanded frontal hitbox. We like that. Fujin has decreased blowback, and Nagia now launches the opponent higher, which is something that we saw in that previous match.
It kind of hits a really nasty.
Oh, it's the jump.
Like,
it's his hop. Thanks, guys.
Oh, the hop.
That's really helpful. See, this is why I need you.
Yeah, thank you, chat. Because like, artists will be like, it's like the official. What? Forget the official names. Just give me the inputs. Give me the generality.
Fujin K follow up. Thank you.
There we go. The follow down though with a throw. Drews getting around the board. Round start looking a lot better. Staying away from these overhead mixes in low situations.
Yeah, he's got to be really. Oh, okay, never mind. Come back to that later. Tack roll comes out. Overhead. Jeez, he just did the same thing with the tack roll. That was really smart.
RC mix right there with the BRC. Slump again. Old Dog Millionaire.
Oh.
Dash up, gets the dust. Yeah, I burst there too. Because you're almost
same. I didn't think that curse hit, but curse always hits. Why do I even question it? Like, really, curse is gonna hit. Okay? What has he got? Come on, adventure. I believe in you. No, I don't. I'm sorry.
Sorry
Drew said, I believe in me.
He said, as long as I believe in me, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. I like Drew's getting the side switch too, and I like him keeping a better lead and staying away from a lot of these Fuji mixes that we've been seeing. Last time he got overheaded like, what, 3 or 4 times in a round?
Yeah.
That's kind of what took him down. So, like, when that does happen, it definitely hurts. However, now he's like, I'll keep a mid to long range game, and then even when the curse comes through, I'm not too afraid of that tension winding down. I'm like, I'll make that bar back when I need to because I'll get aggressive right after. Now we're 1-1 Adventure Drews.
Yeah, so now let's just real quick with the Happy Chaos. So JD now draws the opponent in. 6K has increased startup. 6S now launches the opponent higher. At the ready, reduce recovery when activated with no concentration. Cancel aim can be activated a little bit differently. Scapegoat now reduces tension but increases negative value, and the same for curse.
You really gotta worry about your resources. I guess he gotta worry about his health right now. He is dead. Adventure. Answer it back like that with the super ender. With the super solid.
So yeah, starting in with this one.
Who
said Happy Chaos?
Go ahead.
No, I mean,
saying that. You're right.
I mean, he's still looking. He's looking all right. I mean, I was saying earlier that Umisha was like, anybody who says Happy Chaos got nerfed is crazy pants. That's a paraphrase because I say crazy pants. But Adventure is doing a really good job with these mix-ups. I feel like Anju does look stronger, especially with that burst. No.
Oh, fantastic play from Adventure. That reversal throw, being able to switch up the positioning and start his own pressure approach was fantastic. But like I Jump D, we just see that utilized a little bit more from the side of Drews out here. So that is one of the buffs that did happen. I wonder if that helps out with the mixes. We see the BRC right behind it. So I wonder if that's helping up for the mix area. You have to be more mindful of how you utilize your resources and how it's going to stifle your own resources beyond that. So like in terms of like, if you throw out curse, you know, is that going to hurt you if you don't have a chance to go up and, you know, wind down your own tension? Same when it comes to the clone. We'll have to see what happens here if Zeus can make the run back like that. Yes, on the burst, but nothing behind it. No punish, no thirst.
No, I expected so much because Adventure's been punishing the heck out of those bursts from Drews, but Drews got nothing. I don't know what they were trying to set up or whatever. Oh, with the tap dust just comes straight out. This is a big opportunity for Adventure.
It's that wall break, bar back like that, dash up 2P off the low. There you go. Close slash for the finish. Adventure on set point, keeping it real aggressive, and by doing so, building a lot of tension to get these extensions if need be. Not the worst trade right there. Again, gets off the curse. That's fine.
Okay. Where we get? Oh, I think Adventure was going for the low. Doesn't matter. Drew's using that tack roll setup a lot, whereas because the jump overhead side switch tack roll, it's working though. So Adventure's got to start blocking it at some point. Okay, we got super focus. Oh, but you got hit with the overhead, and then the run to try to get you all the way over the wall. Oh, he bounced too far. It was much too aggressive. That's a shame for Adventure.
I like how he did try to run it back immediately. Dash up throw though. Knockdown jumps in with a jump D situation. Red RC should be the victory, and the finish unleashes the gun to get it done. And Drew's not done yet. Still able to fight back.
No. Ooh. Waited for the very end of that to happen. Okay, that burst was a lot better. Curse comes out, went for the fan throw instead. Afterwards, hits with the feetsies. Now overhead again. Drews, my baby, you must block your head.
So difficult, so much mental stack. Corner carry. Yeah, unfortunate was able to get the throw bait right there. Actually, never mind.
No.
With RC, they're fine. Slumps again.
Yeah, okay.
Jump D. Oh my god, this character's still good. The jump D.
No,
the slump
this is
once
ridiculous.
Again.
This is ridiculous.
My god. He said, show me the character. He said, bring out Jacko. Bring out Jacko. I ain't come here to fight Anji. Bring out Jacko.
Bring out Jacko. I won Jacko. I love Jacko.
Oh, man.
That corner slump combo, I think I need a shower because that was dirty. Ugh.
Nasty. Mm-mm-mm.
Ugh.
I don't know why people said this character won't be able to slump you. We done seen Slump Dog Millionaire 1, 2, the sequel, the book, the audio book. It was all there.
It surely was. The whole thing. Okay. We're gonna do it again? We're gonna get the whole setup? No, we got a YRC this time. Resets the neutral. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, it was just super focused. I thought he was gonna do Deus Ex Machina, and I was like, buddy, are you crazy? You might be, but Adventure is now getting an opportunity to come back in.
Moves in, gets the counter situation. This is great. Cole, still in the corner. Overhead once again. Red RC extension. One more sequence for the win. This is good right here. Adventure can lock him down with dash up throw or dash up 2P. One more hit and it'll be it.
Yeah, what a
Just
hit.
get some distance.
Oh boy! Oh boy! There's so many curses, there's so many bullets, there's so many curses, so many bullets. Same thing, different day. Oh, but he's almost out. He's only got one. He's got none. Oh, he just reloaded all the way.
Jump T is an anti-air.
Oh.
What? How did it hit? Adventure trying to finish it, but Drew's like that. Drew's coming back from the brink, about to put Adventure in the losers if he don't do something different. That was godlike.
That was ridiculous. Okay, gonna get the slump again. Yep, there it is. Pressure. Wall break, slump again. Oh, went for the charged dust that time. Didn't get anything.
Cooking. She cooking right now. She cooking right
Yeah,
now.
she is.
Dust.
Make me
plus-
dinner because you can cook.
Whoa. Oh
All
my
right.
God.
Wow.
The shot from the Glock. That's a lot. Bruce taking down Adventure. They should have picked your main. Bruce cooking.
Wow. Wow, that was real good. That was so much fun to get to watch. I mean, in two different ways. One, it was cool to get to see the Anji. And see,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this character does seem a lot more viable. That's great. And then it was just like, Anji got in the corner and you were like, well, goodbye, friend. Forever.
It's long. Listen, I see a lot of people being like, yo, I hate Happy Chaos and stuff like that. You do have to put in more work as Happy Chaos this match. I ain't gonna cap. Come on now. Some of the mistakes were definitely not because Zeus is playing Happy Chaos or playing a top level character or whatever. Like, it's because there were some mistakes that were happening right there. We saw some drop combos, conversions that really didn't happen on the side of Anji. It just happens. Also, Juice did a good job of managing their curse bar and billiard bar when they needed to as well. Yes, Happy Chaos is great. Nobody's going to deter that. It's going to be a top tier character, yada, yada, yada. But to use this character at this high level takes a lot of work. And Drews just outplay Adventure. Y'all going to have to hold that. I'm sorry. Even if you ask Adventure, yeah, the character is a part of it. But the way that they were playing, Drews, the way that they were playing, y'all got to get props up to that. You know, like, all I'm saying is, I'm going to throw over to Yeso for a little bit more analysis. Yeso to you.
Look, the salt for Happy Chaos and Ramlethal will not end until they are literally bottom tier characters. As long as they are viable, people will be salty about them. That is what I have learned over the last year in Guilty Gear's Drive. But regardless, seems like the Happy Chaos getting a couple of hits. Understandable if folks are still in the in the neighborhood of maybe it wasn't enough. That conversation will continue, of course, because it's the first day on the new patch, right? People are just figuring things out. I think it's been out for what, just about 24 hours now. So it's going to take some time, but I am 100% on board with Jadalyn there. Love getting to see the Anji. I'm always a big fan of more character diversity in competitive Strive, and Adventure bringing it out today is honestly really cool. A lot of people have been talking about the pick for a while. I think a lot of folks liked some of the buffs that Anji saw on the last patch. Of course, wasn't enough to see him coming to any sort of real relevancy in the scene for a while, but it seems like with more that has been added on the latest patch this week, that folks are starting to open up a little bit more to the Anji, and Adventure bringing it out today, and it looks solid. Wasn't able to win the set, was a tight one that went to a full 5 games there, but hopefully we get to see it a little bit more. And of course, every time there's a new patch out, I'm always championing to get Diaphone here in the bracket on a Thursday. And of course, Diaphone bringing out the Bridget, looking pretty good on it. Let's just run through the matches we've already seen. Of course, we kicked it off with Newmanheimer and Taco, and despite the Nago nerfs, still looking pretty dominant there in Newmanheimer's hand, taking down Taco in that one 3-1. Of course, Diaphone with a 3-0 up against Stealthy. That Bridget looking really nice. The other 2 sets we really got to dig into, of course, Zeus just taking that 3-2 over Adventure, looking solid on the Happy Chaos. The other one, though, Marvello, looking nice on that chip up against Odd Toaster. And so those 4 players moving on there into the winner's side round 2. Quick update on where we stand on losers. Taco ends up falling to Stealthy down there, so Stealthy still alive on the loser side of the bracket. Meanwhile, Odd Toaster does move on. So that's where we're at. Coming up, though, we've got 3 more sets in winners round 1. We got Remy Celeste and Darkrai, Bean and Smitty, and then Pepperysplash and Symbolus. So should be some, again, more character diversity down there. And of course, with no Series E points on the line tonight, a little bit more of a free play. We wanted players to experiment a little more, try something new with this new patch. Maybe we'll get a little bit more character diversity. If we're lucky, maybe, a Potemkin comes out. Something a little different that we haven't seen in a while here on the bracket. We can only keep our fingers crossed. But through quite a few matches so far, still plenty more to go. I believe we're going to a break right now. Production will let me know. We're going to go to casters. Are they ready to go, production? Yes, no, yeah, oh, okay.
Oh, I guess I'm bringing it in, and I'm bringing y'all to some more Series E out here. Series E with a great Christmas present. Patch notes for all of you in a new patch 2 for Guilty Gear. Yes, Happy Chaos is still here. Yes, Nago is still here. We're still going to have your tears. We're still going to drink them. We're still going to have some great gameplay on the way. We have up next Remy Celeste versus Darkrai. And before we get into that action, I got to say, Remy, I heard what you were saying on stream. Every time that you just don't do Winter Madness, I'm calling you out every single time.
I love this. I love this. Also, before we get into this, can we talk about how cute the background is behind Yeso? I love it. It is so cute. And thank you to Yeso for that breakdown of that segment. I really appreciate the recap. That was nice to be able to, get to hear everything once more, just because we, it's a new patch. Everybody's like, "Wah," and brain. But we are going to get into Remy Celeste and Darkrai right pretty shortly. Remy Celeste, our resident VTuber / IRL competitor, definitely made themselves a name when they were they were second at CEO just a year ago. That CEO, that first one online, and everyone's like, "Who's this Remy Celeste?" And they're like, "They're an alien VTuber." Their streams are super cute if you've not seen them. They recently, a couple months ago now, have a new model, so it's really fun. Darkrai bringing out the gold Lewis Dickinson, though.
I feel like, maybe just looking at it on paper, we already talked about the buffs that happened with Axel. This has got to be a little bit worse since you can't put out the Sentry for free anymore. One hit will take it off the table, and Axel has many ways to do that 5E, jump slash. As you see right there, the Rainwater. But maybe Rainwater keeping you a little bit closer might be bad if Gold Lewis gets close enough to do what he needs to do. But however, Remy's so consistent with the damage and the oppression. It's hard.
Yeah, Remy doing a really great job. Well, they were. Did you see him just fly to the other side? That was wacky. The drone did get to go off there. This is, yeah, bye-bye. I was going to say you were doing a great job, and then I was like, well, never mind.
That'll never leave for Gold Lewis. Just one exchange, and this is really all you need against a low health character, especially.
Oh my god.
Damage reduction.
And all of the guard crush, too. Get slapped by an alien from Area 51. Oh my gosh. Okay, we do have a throw. This is a bit of a turn of events for Remy. We've got the... Oh, you went for the throw, Darkrai. That's not a good look, unfortunately. We're going to switch back to the stage. Gets caught. RC barely connects, but... Oh, laser comes out. Oh!
Careful now.
He traveled all the way across the screen.
Darkrai, you so nasty for that one. You almost got the kill, too. Trying to get the anti... No, just got to just jump and block.
Oh, he's got to be so careful because of the drone. Oh, he got guard crushed and then hit with the low.
Darkrai letting all these BT fly. I love the fact that we see, even in a matchup like this, if you just get one good situation, one or two good situations, it's a done deal. And that's the way to play with this character no matter what, right? Like, I'm really loving the fact that, like, yeah, it sucks that I can't throw out the drone, but we saw at the last moment right there, when he had when he had enough time to throw out the drone, that's when he had to do so. You can't just throw it out and just let it do work or whatever. Now you have to really think about the placement, but the reward is still there. It is still going to lock you down, make you look like a clown. The first one, the Darkrai.
Yeah, I liked the way that he was using it to add to that corner pressure situation. It was a really, really good use of that, okay? Now Remy gets started really well. I like the little backdash there. Much better start for them. PRC to close the distance. Whew, boy. This is a lot of damage, but now we get the Guard Crush starter. Throw to change the situation. Guard Crush again, and again, and again, and again. And again. Okay, we did get a burst.
That's 5P though. Gotta work it out right here.
Yep.
Nice rainwater. Trying to keep them low though. Good defense on the side of Darkrai now for some offense. Side switch with the red
that
RC.
Was sick.
Ooh.
The jump over with the one-touch overhead RC continue? Bro.
Pretty nasty. You see the jump D also coming from Darkrai, trying to clip that rainwater before it can even come out.
Okay. 2K2D, jump over. Just trying to be sneaky, but I feel like Darkrai is just letting Remy hang themselves. Looks for a gap. Doesn't find any there. Overhead does come out. Are we going to get the wall break after this? Yes.
All right, Axel Bomber. This is Remy sitting on a lot of bar 5P immediately. The perfect KO. Darkrai was hunting for an opportunity and it never came. I like that 5P finisher right there. So good in terms of like just finding a closer, especially in this match. Just like that, off the jump, H gets an Axel Bomber right after the follow-up. The dark rain. It's looking like a dark rain continuously because Remy is not letting Darkrai play a dang button or place a dang button.
No, I really like their use of the PRC to close distances and still be able to extend their combos. That's quite nice. I was real worried we were going to get a one-touch hit situation again from Darkrai because they've been doing so well with that. You can also see sort of like the risk changes and how those are working, but we haven't had anybody go to like max risk yet, so it's been a little bit difficult to point that out. But in the meantime, Remy putting one on the board.
All right, Remy, you're doing good, but Remy, where's that Winter Mantis? Remy, your Winter Mantis. I wonder what that option's going to come through. I want to see that Commander come through and set up another layer. Maybe he doesn't even really need it right now because he's doing a good job of controlling that character overall, but that could be another way to play in terms of putting on more pressure that he get buffed, I believe. However, you know, the fact of the matter is, it seems like this matchup got worse where it used to be better because, again, of the Sentry. You hit Go Lewis, the Sentry's gone. He can't even dash in and really get anything started off the Sentry lockdown, even on block. Because 1-5P means it's off the table. It's gone. Poof. Vanished.
Yeah, that's true. And against a character, I mean, I said it like against projectile-based characters, but you also have to be careful because, you know, Axel has a lot of range. Axel can take that right off of the table if he gets a chance.
Someone said it whipped 90% of the rainwaters. But do you see like what? There's not much Darkrai can really do. He's looking for like jump D against it. Didn't get it, but he will get all these hits. And this starter into a finisher. This is a lot of damage. Actual
We
kill.
start, we end. Gold Lewis is the alpha and the omega. He finished it.
I am
Good Lord.
everything.
Yeah, well, you can't argue with results, can you? I mean, you could.
damage.
Some people do.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right.
Try to see that.
Okay.
That Sentry out.
Ooh, there it was.
Oh,
there it
there
was.
you go, Remy. You heard me.
He
I
threw
see
one
you.
out.
I see you.
I mean, it was too far away. That was a shame. Got a burst out of Darkrai, though. What do we have here? Okay, 2K2D with the RC afterwards. Yep. Nice, solid setup. Nope, I lied. You dropped it. Okay, you recovered. Yeah, good old American reset.
The Rainwater into an immediate button right after. Rainwater's kind of buff, y'all. Rainwater kind of good this season. Hold on now. Axel a little cracked.
I mean, if it's good. Okay. Uses the gun that time to start this pressure and end the pressure. Goodbye. Yeet!
Perfect. On an Axel. After we were talking about how cracked that character is, but just like that, Darkrai proving that Gold Lewis is still strong, going long in terms of game points. On game point himself, do a fantastic job of working his way through the long chains that hang the likes of Remy. And again, Remy still cracked. I mean, he's they've been so strong throughout all the brackets they play, and they don't play so often compared to maybe other Axel players, but when they do, they make a lot of noise. Darkrai, on the other side of things, is sort of similar. We haven't really seen them too often since NLBC and a few brackets out here, but man, when they out, they cook it.
Yeah, they really are. Okay, gets a burst out. Wow. Okay, that was... Oh, Jesus Christmas, that was so much damage from Remy. Do you see this? Like, I think he's dead. No, he's not. He's a big boy. He got a lot of health. He's eating his Kraft macaroni and cheese. Oh my god. If Darkrai comes back from this, it's gonna be ridiculous.
Nah, there's no way. There's no way. It's one hit. Remy's too...
Did you just commentators bless this for him?
Nah. I was secretly hoping for him to come back because it would have been super sick with it. But it was when it comes to closing things out, Axel's just so good. Those 5Ps and things like that. Even Jump Slash was great, but Darkrai, when he gets it, he can get his win. Again, Sentry situation. Caught up. Bad station. You gotta get out of there. Out of the West Coast immediately. Back throw.
Oh, yeah, throw. PRC comes out. Oh, and a burst afterwards. I thought that was gonna be such a good setup for Darkrai, but unfortunately, Remy would also like to play the video game that they paid for, that now has crossplay implemented as of today, and gets hit with a 2K2D. The overhead comes out. Whoa, win it. Oh, he got it that time. Oh, with the super afterwards too.
There you go, Remy. You see what happens when you use the Winter Madness? Your chat was begging you. Even you knew what to do. You put that in, you get your win. You sprinkle that in, a little bit of that seasoning, that spice, that's so nice. Remy giving things back. And again, when you put the full toolkit of the character, like actually able to stay solid, and you're able to make it a little bit more ambiguous in when you want to place these normals out, or these specials, I should say, it makes it harder for a big character like Gold Lewis to smooth on through and find those opportune moments where you can do one BT combo into your dead. So let's see what happens. Final game between the two. Still winner side. Who's going to survive?
Yeah, that is the question. What I really liked is that Remy put in that insurance policy at the very end, just in case it didn't work out with that little time stop. I was like, oh, you're a smart cookie, I see. But Darkrai is a bully cookie and is just doing so much damage. Yeah, you gotta burst that. That time, command grab did not work out. Oh, he got real close, real fast. PRC's to get out of the situation because he knew it was not a good place for him to be. Still not a great place. Remy could still do it.
I think Darkrai's looking for jump D again to against the rainwater situation, but yo, the dash in, Remy, oh, you get nasty. He's got bar at the bottom. We're gonna see either extension or Tokyo Tomare. 5 feet interrupting the gat like that. Red RC.
Okay. Oh, dash back. This time, do it again. God, Remy is just controlling the space immaculately. I love it.
And I like the activity too. You know, when you're an Axel player, you can't just stay in one space. You gotta change it where you position continuously, get aggressive, jump in, and also get up close and personal. And then, you know, make it ambiguous where you're standing too as well. Making it harder for them to read your rhythm, what you want to do. 5K in play for the counter hit. Axel Bomber, fade away the rainwater.
Okay, blocks the Gatling. Literally. Drone comes out. Okay, it exploded. Oh, does this really punish? Oh, you're really punished. Really, what a read from Remy. Okay, so now he's just fishing for one more hit, and that's all he needed. Remy is going to move on.
Staying away from getting duffed and dusted by this character's ridiculous damage, even in this season, is Remy. And again, I think part of that was just layering on the offense. We saw the Winter Madness. See, I see, Remy did the right thing. Doing the Winter Madness we saw at the previous game. And in this game, just sprinkle on a lot of that rainwater, but also changing up the pace and place it where he stands. Getting aggressive when need be or backing away at play every so often. And then also, you know, saying, maybe I want to play close range. Maybe I want to play mid range. close range, long range, making it hard and ambiguous for the likes of Darkrai to deal with those normals and those specials. And honestly, especially when you go Lewis, it's harder to deal with that stuff in general and find your moment. And your slow buttons, slow BTs get clipped immediately. So, Remy, moving on, another Axel doing work out here.
Yeah, did a lot of work. But I also don't want to like downplay how Darkrai was playing as well, because when they really got those guard crushes going and were able to set up what they wanted, they did a really good job. And again, you highlighted it with the drone and how they were using that to extend things, just make kind of a no zone, but in a really different way, like using it in the corner so that once you were stuck in that corner situation, you weren't able to backdash properly, you get caught by the explosion. I mean, it's good gameplay. All the gameplay you're going to see here is good because everybody here is good. It's not like you're going to see bad matchup. I mean, okay, we might see bad matchups.
Even some bad matchups. Yeah.
But you're not going to see any sort of like low-level gameplay. Not here. Not tonight. That's our Christmas present, is that we get to see all high-level gameplay like with Bean and Smitty, with Chip and another Happy Chaos. So this is the Chip that you were really excited to see earlier.
Yes. Big Bean, no lean, but he's staying on me. Look at that dashing, 2K2D. Side switch with it too as well. Bean, the other premier Chip player, and I know that people want to say other Chip players in other areas are great, and I'm not saying that they're not, but when it comes to results, when it comes to big terms, when it comes to traveling, it's Bean that has been a machine along with Marvello, but right now he is getting hit with a gat like that. We all get shot. Smitty with the first one.
But what if I didn't? What if I didn't get shot?
Simply just don't get hit with the bullets.
Simply do not get hit. Life advice from a fighting game player. Ooh, but that time you did get hit. Smitty, good lord, what's you gonna answer with now?
Wow, I like that. IB immediately get the back throw because this would have been into that win condition that Chip loved to have. The fast RC cancels and stuff like that for the mix. And Smitty avoiding it. Preventative health again, throw situation.
Ooh! Oh no. Oh, that one hurt. It was like, I get it. I understand why. Yeah, I'm sad. Just like, oh, you watch that little log go straight down, and you're like, goodbye, log. Deforestation in progress.
Oh my god. Yo, he let him bounce off the backboard. He thought he was free. And immediately he saw the gun out. He was like, I'm bursting. Help me. Black. Smitty with the first win. God dang, that was nasty of you, Smitty.
Yes, it was. That was a fast one, too. Ridiculously quick. And I mean, with these two characters, it's kind of what you're gonna get. Like, early, well, actually, they both spent their burst super early. Smitty, though, trying to get something started, but cannot have the same success that they were finding in the previous rounds. Bean just demolishing Smitty right now. Ow, it hurts. Bean, I know you're the president, but please, stop.
President of Pain. Alpha Blade throw. There you go. Bean, keeping that pressure on as much as possible, putting Smitty up in the court continuously and really rocking him. Being able to dash block is really great against these bullets, but unfortunately just don't get hit with these Ks in play. Now I'm going to go for the sump. Just get the wall, break the bar back like that for Smitty. Gonna get that tension built up and get nasty with it.
All right, now we got...
concentration.
Yeah, super focus comes out. All of those hits, gets super focus again because he built it up, and then he just popped him in the chin and said, "Kerpunch!"
Slumping this dude with just a lefty like you didn't know that was going to come out. Smitty doing a good job right here, about to send Bean down to the brink, down to losers, and at least that jumped off the table, getting a fantastic push to the corner. Again, not a lot of damage because of the nerfs that have been happening with this character in long range, but enough on Chip to get it done. Overhead, here we go though, Bean with the super, and again, in that win condition.
Yep, exactly. So now we're pretty much straight up even on life, but Smitty is sitting on a good amount of resources for themselves. Look at that risk gauge though, it was cranked, but did you see how fast it went down afterwards? That's this patch's change. Smitty is now allowed to have a comeback mechanic, which he's Happy Chaos, you always come back.
Until you're dead, you're definitely still in the game. This is why. The backdash gets it 2S right there, the clone. Backs away and play. And yes, he had a second gun to get it done. You didn't even know that other one was around, did y'all? Smitty playing akimbo. Saying,
I didn't know it was around. I did, I promise. It's the gun he uses on his jump, and it doesn't count towards his bullet count. I read it.
It's actually wild. It's actually broken.
I know.
It's actually broken.
Yeah, it's like he pulls out this gun, and for some reason, it has a different clip. Well, I mean, I guess it is a different gun, so it does have a different clip. I guess, you know what? Weirder things have happened in Guilty Gear. Have you read Kai lore? Because I did.
Yeah. The first one of Kai lore is like, he's a reformed user of substance, and he becomes a president. Like, that's... that's his lore, chat.
Oh my god. I was so confused about Kai lore that I read the entire thing from the beginning of Guilty Gear on my stream one day, and afterwards I was like, I can never get that time back in my life. I just can't. Just like how Bean is not going to get any of this life back that has been stolen from them.
That's so hard. Give it the changes, still get shot with the Glock, and again, one hit to get the win. Even though we've seen this character survive a little bit longer in terms of chip, and Smitty has been going for these long ranges, which means less damage off the table. He's still being able to find a finish after these dash situations. And his defense into offense has been fantastic. But here we go, though, the throw. Being fighting for his life.
Yeah, he's got to do something different. Okay, that's not different, but you know what? It works.
Okay. Going for the pressure. Jump H. IB, though. Smitty's been going for these IBs continuously and finding gaps. Can you find them like this? Off the knees?
Yeah. Once again.
What?
Okay. I'm not really sure why that did not end up working for Smitty. And then because of the burst, the risk gauge is totally gone now. Again, new this patch. Ooh, he was out of concentration. He's got one bullet. Yeah, that's your win condition if you're against a Happy Chaos.
6K immediately. That is, as soon as you see the bar at the bottom, you know, like high players love the scum dipper. The chip players love the 6K in play, put both foot to face. Now Bean still in the game. The bar at the bottom, would love to get a hit confirmed into super. With that wall breaking again, that win condition situation. Plus.
Oh. Okay. Looking a lot better for Bean here. I said you gotta do something different. This aggression is definitely different. Oh, you went in for a grab, but why would you do that? You couldn't even really see where Chip was because of the way the animation was working.
6K again. That's going to be the win. Once again, that bar at the bottom is a tell. The 6K will always come and play. That's a Bean closer. That's a Bean promise right there. I will hit you with my 6K. That's like his presidential promise right there. Like he puts on his campaign. I will 6K you. As soon as he got the bar at the bottom, I will 6K you. That's all you see on the screen. Bean still in the game. Not bad.
Yeah, I appreciate Bean's honesty as president. I will 6K. Great. At least I know what I'm getting into. Thank you, Mr. President. I appreciate you.
I won't vote for you now, though.
Do we get to vote? Is that a thing that we can do in the Guilty Gear universe?
They vote? I don't know.
I don't know. I'll just go become a gear or something. That'll be fine. Bean really feeling it after that last one, but Smitty just does not want to let this go. They're still up to stay in winners. If you can.
Yeah, really. It's so hard, though. Because all these gun hits are landing right here. Smitty put him through the backboard and building all that damage built up. Immediately goes for RC after the clone. I guess wanted to show up on defense, but offense is looking way too offensive right now off of Bean.
Yep.
Hold on now, I lied. 2S, you're not going to survive after one more sequence.
Oh, I thought that because he was out of concentration, but he was able to pop super focus and totally change that situation right around. That could have been the win condition for Bean, and Smitty said, but wait, there's more. For just free 99, you get all these bullets.
Buy one, get one free, too. It's a steal on this steal. Smitty on game point 2-1. It could be, or 2, I'm sorry. Well, I mean, it's 2-1, but it could be 3-1. Uh-oh.
Right, it could be. Not if Bean has anything to say about it, though. Oh. No. I don't know. The PRC comes out. Oh, and baited out that DP afterwards. This is a huge punish. The log comes out. This time it's not deforestation, at least. But you're still getting shot by a whole lot. The tack roll comes out with the YRC, resets the position. overhead.
Jump D.
Now what? Oh,
Off the roll.
Karuma.
Dash up.
Ah!
He's still alive.
Oh God.
How's he still alive? The dash up, K. Yo, Bean. Getting aggressive. Getting active. I like that.
Well, that was very active. Active is a nice word. Active is a happy word. Oh boy. Okay, this is a lot. Yeah, a lot going on. Smitty's sitting in a great place in terms of every amount of meter and bar that they've got. Deus Ex Machina comes out. Oh dear, you died. It's just that Dark Souls text. You died.
You died. You just hear the. Smitty 3-1 over Bean. Looking a little lean today. Surprising, because Bean usually knows how to fight this matchup, but Smitty do something different. I like the IBs right after we saw the Oki situations from the likes of Smitty, you know, or I'm sorry, from the likes of Bean. Bean would go get the Oki, get that win condition situation, but you see Smitty with fantastic defense, either YRC or IB, wait for his right time for the back throws and things like that. And that is a wrap. Smitty moving on over Bean. Did a fantastic job of not letting Bean get aggressive or getting that momentum, find those whiff punches off the 2S, things like that, or stop before the 2K could come into play. So good stuff to Smitty. We'll be moving on the bracket. We'll be seeing more of them. Bean not just yet, so if you're a big Bean fan, it's not over. There's more to play. In the loser side, not where anyone would like to be. Right, Jalen?
No, definitely not. And if you do want to follow along with the bracket at home, type !bracket. It is being updated actively. And you can see exactly what I'm looking at right now, which is that Darkrai was able to take out Adventure 3-0 in that losers round 1. So Adventure, thanks for playing. Bye. See you later. Darkrai will be moving on. So Bean now is going to be waiting for the loser of this next match, which is Pepperysplash versus Symbolus. The one, the only, the Pepperysplash of Guilty Gear fame. Somebody once described Pepperysplash when they were playing Rev 2 as the trigonometry professor of Guilty Gear.
The player. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like
sense.
they're playing trigonometry, and I'm over here playing checkers.
You know, that's kind of the case. But did you hear what he said when he won his Arc Revo thing last year? Or was it this year? I don't remember what year it was. Time.
It was this year. It was Arc Revo Canada. We
this
were
year?
all on that broadcast. I should remember.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so
you
so
did
was
top
this year.
8. I did top 16. I should know this.
Time is not a real factor, people. It just fades into. But I do remember what happened, and I remember him saying, like, we asked him, like, how do you do with this matchup, and he was like, oh, I was playing my game. I don't know how this matchup goes at all. So like in that brain, there's like
I remember that,
and then just candies. Like he just is like, I was playing my game. I don't know. I was mashing, bro. Like what? As a Zato play, you just mashing, bro. Like. The Peppersplash is definitely a veteran of the Guilty Gear series, as you have put it, and he's been doing fantastic. We've seen him get to these top spots of the Series E and also in Evo and other tournaments, stuff like that too as well.
Right.
Very strong competitor with the Zato. Curious to see how this character operates now that Jump D, my beloved, has been fixed. Y'all have been crying for it, whining, sending letters every single day. I've seen the change.orgs. There's like 3 or 5 of them. That y'all put up, and
did you
finally
say change.org? I just forgot about that entirely.
They were typing them up. They said, Daisuke, please. A letter to Daisuke. It is fixed. You got what you wanted.
Dear Daisuke, please change this button. Love me. Thank you. Address to Arc System Works Japan. Here you go.
Everybody.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness. That is too funny, but you guys.
We have who's the other person that's coming up on the deck though?
This is Symbolus. Somebody that I'm a little bit less familiar with. So if y'all know something about Symbolus in the chat, please let us know because I am actively reading it right now. I love seeing what you guys say too. Somebody earlier was also did like ring 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 the Diaphone, and that one cracked me up for a good while. So shout outs to whoever you were.
Oh, I got something for Diaphone because I come on the screen. I got something for him later. Symbolus was a soul player, then moved on to Happy Chaos, I believe. I remember him switching.
Oh, and won Arc Revo West over Jonathan Tene.
Mm-hmm. Very,
thanks,
very
freshman.
player.
Appreciate that.
I think it was a mix with Happy Chaos and Soul, but then it kind of moved over to the Happy Chaos side. Actually, I should be on his page right now looking at what he's saying about Soul, because a lot of Soul players are dooming about this patch. Gunflame wasn't enough. And 6S, I get it. 6S should not be nerfed in the way it is. I think it's weird that they keep nerfing a button that isn't that powerful. I don't think it's Soul's toolkit. It's good, but I don't think it's like, even before all the nerf stuff like that, I feel like it's, why do you keep nerfing that button and buffing other things that maybe don't help him stay as solid? But however, Gunflame, maybe it'll help shore up that stuff. It's very fast, maybe more meaty, you know, maybe the 6S combined with that is really good. And then what you use 5H. But what I want to do is I want to throw over to Yeso for a quick break.
Shout out to Cola and Jadal in there. Tons of breakdown on the patch and these matchups so far, but we'll give them a little bit of a breather. I think we had a little bit of a lobby issue out there, so we'll come back here into the studio and just look at kind of the state of the bracket right now before heading to a quick break. Of course, we just saw Darkrai falling to Remy Celeste. Gotta love getting to see the Gold Lewis, and then Smitty taking that win up against Bean. So the Series E folks having a little bit of a rough time here so far, but we'll see if they can bounce back a little bit later in the bracket, though. Not sure if we'll get to see Peppery Splash and Symbolus. TOs will let us know about that. We'll see when we come back from the break. But at the very least, looking at the state of our round 2 matchups as they stand right now, Newmanheimer and Diaphone up top, Red Ditto and Marvello, Zeus and Remy Celeste, and then Smitty against whoever comes out of that Peppersplash and Symbolus set. So pretty stacked, very interesting mix up there in round 2, and looking forward to seeing how things shake out on that end. Quick update on where we stand on the loser side. The only other result we have is Darkrai taking out Adventure. So Adventure bringing out the Anji tonight. Not 100% sure if he elected to play it in that loser set versus Darkrai, but ultimately falls 3-0 up against the Gold Lewis and is unfortunately done for the day. But we're looking forward to seeing more Adventure come the new year, because I've been very impressed with Adventure's growth in Guilty Gear over this last year. Very excited with what I saw from them in our first couple of weeks of the season here, and looking forward to more as we come back in January. But unfortunately, we say goodbye to Adventure here on Series E for the rest of the calendar year, but we'll have more very, very soon. Right now, we're going to head to a quick break. Do want to remind you folks, of course, if you want to support us here at Esports Arena and Series Z, make sure to head over to walmart.com/esports arena. You can pick up products from all of our partners. So if you need a new mouse, maybe some snacks, maybe a new chip for your PC from our friends at Intel, you can pick all of that up over again at walmart.com/esports arena. We're going to go to a quick break right now. When we come back, plenty more Series E to come. Don't go far.
I'll be loading up, don't wanna package this. Pray for peace, pacifist, I'm never old enough to give a
Tyson boneless buffalo bites have that tasty kick of flavor, so they're perfect for any get-together. If there are any left when your guests arrive. Tyson Anytizers Chicken. More kicks of flavor, more smiling snackers, more to love. Tyson.
we are back with some great Guilty Gear Christmas time patch gaming. I am Jadelyn. This is the Holmes Lysate Cola. Let me tell you, when we found out that we were doing the cast together today, we were like, let's go!
Let's go!
It was so exciting. Just very fortunate to get to sit here and get to talk about this with you on this wonderful, wonderful patch day Thursday and watch these players duke it out for no points, just pride. And what could be better?
I mean, it's great. Like, you get to say that you won the first tournament when it might be at its hardest because people don't know what's going on in terms of matchups. They don't know how to deal with things. They're only implementing things that they found in the first couple of hours of the first, I guess, maybe 10, 20 hours or whatever that they have with the patch. So, like, you know, if you were able to stay solid, you know, in the early days of the patch, who knows what's going to happen when you actually get some time to shine and grind things out and play more tournaments and more sets. But I'm glad that we have these players out here playing and experimenting and showcasing what the characters can do, what their characters can't do. We'll see if the likes of Nago can stay solid. I'm so curious to see if this matchup has changed because, again, Nago, the more blood that he has, the less defense that he has, and his buttons a little bit worse. You have to be careful.
Buddy. Well, that burst was real scary, and it allotted us so much damage to Newmanheimer. I mean, I know a lot of people are like, oh, Nago, he's nerfed. I am 99% sure the Nago players didn't read the patch notes and just said, I'm going to still play the character, it's fine. It looks fine.
So is that back throw. Yeah, that looks fine to me. The damage obviously didn't get the kill that you wanted. You know, maybe that has been lessened. But however, you know, the overall damage up with this character, still good, still has great offense. It's just the defense. That blood bar is boosted up. It's going to be a little bit lacking and slacking.
Yeah, oof. Okay. This is a lot of damage. Oh, I never watched Roger's arms at that. It was just like, you just got beat up by a teddy bear. I hope you feel good about your life. This is a good incoming mix coming out from Diaphone. Oh, but the Beyblade keeps Newmanheimer safe. The backdash gets caught, too. Roger comes out again. He looks so cool in those aviators. Oh, but you don't... Oh, no. This is real not good.
Oh, Fox's jump age. FD for space up in this place, but again, the bloody spin getting in 6H for the win. Ooh, this girl is so good.
I remember the first time I looked up 2H on Nago, because I legitimately said, this cannot be a low. This cannot be a button that originates from the 2 position. And then I'm like, oh no, it does. Never mind. Well, okay. It's such a good button. It's such a good button. Why is it so good?
It's not a catch-all anymore, which is great. I'm glad that you have to think about how you utilize that button. But when you're using it as an anti-air button against her rolling situations, against the aerial stuff that she does, like it does what it needs to do. On the ground, you know, it's punished not so much. But as like an anti-air, what it needs to do, it definitely does what it needs to do. And Newmanheimer does what he needs to do with this character, taking the first win. Here's Diaphone. All that pressure. That's what we like to see from Diaphone. But with that tension, too, as well.
Yeah, doing a great job using that. So now they can call out Roger whenever they need them to, if they need them to, or go ahead and just use the RC and clean it up very nicely.
Absolutely good stuff right here. Diaphone bringing on too much oppression and approach, and I like that. Already getting a punish on the 6P immediately. Newmanheimer thinking about something different with his round starts. Off the low. Let's up shop again on the Oki situation.
Oh, then we get the burst out. So now comes in. Hits with the yo-yo. Oh, stopped. That was a good idea to just stop that from the oncoming damage from Newmanheimer. But now what? Oh, my God, I'm mixed. I'm hit. I'm hit and I'm just watching.
Boy, does it hurt. Newmanheimer about to die. Lets a yo-yo fly. That's a perfect on the likes of Nago. There you go, Diaphone, evening things out. And again, keeping that corner pressure in a position and continuously put him in a corner prison with the mix. It's too deadly. Diaphone, too nasty with this character. We've seen it continuously. Like it's hard to find a way out. It's hard to find a way to 6P. He's looking for these opportunities and clipping you when you put out a button.
Yeah, the thing that always amazes me about Diaphone is that they continually choose to play very complex characters. Characters that have a much more difficult win condition to put out, and then they just find success. people are like, oh, this character's trash in Diaphones, but what if they weren't? And, I mean, and I'm not saying that Bridget is trash. I'm not saying that Eno is trash. Like, I don't think that's the case. But Diaphone takes characters that people traditionally think are not that great and makes them look styling.
That's definitely the case. I definitely agree with that. He's been able to pull out the most of these characters whenever he plays it. He's such a good person at dissecting what makes them work and clips the far slash right there. Counter hit once again. It's almost in. The skater die coming through and the follow-up to that was almost, it felt like a perfect because Diaphone barely let Newmanheimer press a damn button.
Yeah. Somebody in chat just said, Jesus, and I couldn't agree more. That was so much oppression and aggression in this session, and it's ridiculous,
Bars.
and they're just gonna keep it going. Look, it's only bars because you're here. I feel inspired. This is an unbelievable amount of, and the thing is, it's like not all physical damage, it's mental damage. Look at the mental damage. Oh, and the super at the end. Owie, my ego hurts.
God. I don't. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Y'all talking about this or that with the patch notes up in the chat, though. I'm gonna be real. None of the patch notes would have saved this character from what's happening right now. None of this would have saved Nago. What changed with Nago really would not have made any impact. This would have happened the same way, except for the fact that maybe her buttons being better would have been better. But for Nago's side, in terms of offense or defense, it would have been the same thing. However, one thing I want to point out is the fact that he's getting a lot of these hits continuously, even on block, is helping make Newmanheimer drop. The fact that this dog builds up the tension to get the mix for the lows and every so often, and how he structures things with like the 6H, the back up just a bit, throws out the yo-yo, it's too nasty. Diaphone on game point.
Yeah, ooh, Slide comes in, challenges the Beyblade, and then has to burst the incoming afterwards. So that was a lot. Okay. Now, what? Oh, this is very, very risky. Diaphone, oh my goodness, the way that he's able to open up Newmanheimer is incredible. Newmanheimer does still have burst, though. You might want to save that, though. Alright, gets a hit in.
Yep.
One hit.
Okay.
Like, really.
He gets a knockdown, immediately caught him pressing buttons on wake up, about to send him back to sleep. Tuck him in. Off the low, and the super. Oh, he burst in time?
Burst. Yeah, he bursted. I thought that was going to be a punish on the burst, but it wasn't. Okay, now.
The blood.
Oh, boy. Now what? Slash. Oh, my God. That went down to the wire. That was a much better back and forth. Definitely a better conversation, for sure. But, I don't know. Diaphone's still doing a great job pulling it out.
Yeah, I like how Newmanheimer now at least is getting better about dealing with his blood bar. Because we have seen it become a pain point, even on block. Like, you're eating all this damage. You not want to eat as, even the likes of Nago. Command grab, there it is. Access point for the damage, backs off. This won't hit. Too far out RCs, yeah, has to spin the bar to stay solid.
Okay. Oh, gets the burst. That was pretty late. But, just happened in time. Slash comes out. Oh, counters this time. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, die.
Slide.
Immediate TP. Yeah, get out of here. Stop sign. You go too fast. It was 16 25. School zone. You'll slow down, my friend. Newmanheimer staying off set point a little bit
Don't
longer.
pass the school bus in a school zone. Don't do it. It's not
I
a good
see
idea.
somebody do it. Don't do that.
No, it's against the law. It's a really bad idea. The mix-up here, though, from Diaphone, once again, spectacular. And I love the extra setup with the yo-yo thrown out, too, because it just ensures that if he was too late on the input on the super, that Newmanheimer still would have been caught.
Nice run the needle with the 6P. Burst gets some distance with it. But he spins in with the RC close slash. YRC for the defense. Now goes for the offense. And again, just better off and pressing these buttons. Interrupt the 2H. Side switch off the low.
Oh, no, he missed.
One more hit will do it. Close slash? How do you get that close slash, Jadalyn?
I have no idea. I am as impressed as you are. Okay, the double jump, and then finally Roger gets a hit. He didn't block that. Roger!
Not bad, Diaphone. I like that super to seal. And it'd been great anyway, because that's plus frames to go in and get your win. So what a fantastic option to save that bar. And I like him doing something different with that bar. We see the bar utilized for RC mix-ups and stuff like that. But now you also see it for the super. Now you see it close things out, find a whiff punish, and even if it wasn't going to punish, it'd be great just to lock Nago down, one hit away for that play. And again, Diaphone, too oppressive. We finally saw the 5Ks, close slashes as counterplay against Bridget, but it did look like Newmanheimer was super lost up in that match. Skate or Die definitely helped out with that too as well. That skating on in and starting situations is quicker. It clips, I guess, mediums or something like that. You get medium combos off of that or something like that. I'm not sure, but I know that it's quicker this season. That's why we see it more often.
I like how we say this season. It's been 12 hours, maybe.
It's been 12 hours.
Oh, I love that though. Like the way that we're able to see so much. Like we're already seeing growth and changes. Like why are y'all so good at what you do? I mean, I guess you're good and that's why you're here. And you get to showcase all of this, like the patch notes for us. Like Daisuke's probably gonna go back and because it's no. It's probably about 10 a.m. JSC right now. And he's probably like, I have done well this day. Excellent. Sips tea, moves on. Like,
you have to
it's really, really cool. Patch. Well, it's just so exciting to see, like, immediate results from the change of a patch. It's immediate.
Yeah, like these players out here, like it makes sense because like you see people on Twitter already disseminating what they're doing with the characters, stuff like that. Oh, look at this cool combo and stuff like that. You see the top players, the cream of the crop, the people at the top. They really disseminate what they need to do with the characters. They find out what's broken. They find out what they can't work with, and they try to adjust. And they complain about what's broken, obviously, but they go to the lab to figure out how to fight it too as well. That's the difference between the top players and Oz, is the fact that they know how to like, okay, I hate this, or maybe this is great. How do I put this in part of my game plan, or how do I avoid this? See what happens. Red Ditto versus Marvello.
Speaking of how do I avoid this, we didn't get to see Red Ditto earlier, but we are back with them now, where really the only like kind of minor thing that happened was that you can recover off of Ram's Rekka string and it does a little bit less damage. Marvello doesn't care. Marvello plays Chip. Marvello said, I am your president today. Perfects are what I deliver.
Already getting that first win. I feel like Chip was one of those characters that people would cite to be able to go at least even, or I should say at max even with Ram in the previous patch. So let me see what happens here. 5P. Goes up the sword, close slash. Empty some space. Out of there with the alpha. Oh no, you're not. The fly
challenge. Swatter. Yeah, okay. Gonna be able to finish this one out. Yep, windshield wipers. That's all you need. But I also deliver perfect, said Ram. You know what? I also have puppies. I have puppies because I was good for Christmas.
You're bad for Christmas. You just get like, what is a bad pet? Like a jellyfish? I don't know. Actually, those would be cool. Never mind.
No,
what am I saying?
I don't know.
Jellyfish
May has those.
Yeah, hold on now. Jellyfish are tight. What am I saying? This
I don't know.
tight.
I mean, yeah, this combo is ridiculous, actually. Airtight and able to just... Wow, I didn't even think they were close enough to the wall. Why are you so good at this? My god. Positive tension. Okay, one more hit is going to do it, but Red Ditto doesn't have a chance. Yeah, the BRC is going to be able to open that wide. Okay, you can sort of see the damage scaling with the Rekka. I don't think it's, like, super significant, but it's there.
Yeah, I wouldn't have killed him either way, but at least you could see that Marvello could have had an opportunity to live through another combo. Probably. Maybe. But the scaling definitely, I think, is helping out overall in terms of like how this character wants to operate. And for Chip, the way that Risk is going to help out for him, just in general, will help him stay a little bit alive a little bit longer. We already talked about that. We saw that with Marvello when he had played previously, and with Bean 2 as well. You see it that character is able to stay alive for a little bit longer. And man, Marvello, though, he is oof. Did not like getting hit off the backboard with the fly swatter. That was kind of mean in general for Red Ditto. He waited for him to get off the backboard and hit Marvello. Marvello said, "Okay, bet."
He got dunked. He just got straight dunked. I mean, just tell it like it is. He got dunked. We all say that Bridget's a baller, but no, he got dunked.
So this with the burst. This is good. In with the red RC, corner carry. Burst actually puts him in the corner. Marvello getting clipped with the far slash 5H. Right, the dunking has happened right back with it. Red Ditto. Like the Harlem Globetrotters. Oh
my god.
Or a bato.
Sheesh. Alright. What's the... Whoa, my god. Round start counter hit. Ridiculous.
The super.
Okay.
This is real good. Get that bar back in the tension. Pull him through the wall, make him fall, and then you get the win condition. Fast RCs for the cancels. Yeah, Red Ditto backing up a little bit, trying to let that not come through with the 5K. Reckless in play, back fist.
This is such a good... Oh my god, it's such a good opening. Okay. Did we get
SRC?
anything out of Red Ditto? No? Maybe? Potentially? Just blocking. Just all of the blocking all of the time.
Not so fine, but the scaling saves him. Oh, I think Red Ditto thought that was going to kill RC, but that last hit will off the low, though. Bro, Red Ditto caught him moving in. Not today.
Wow.
Come back Sunday.
Why, do we have another thing on Sunday? No, we don't. As a matter of fact, in case you were not aware and you weren't here at the beginning, this is our final broadcast of this year for Series E. Come back on January 5th, and that's when we're going to resume this fantastic third season of Series E for Guilty Gear Strive. So you get a little bit of a break, just a little bit of a break, and then we'll be back with more fantastic action like we're back already right now.
Yeah. For now, before we all leave, we want to give you some good with a new patch like that. We're showcasing what Ram cannot do against Chip as Chip gets hit. Marvello with the super. And again, win condition. He's been getting bar expeditiously to get Grizzly and maul up Red Ditto. FD ain't gonna save you. Oh, I lied.
Oh, yeah, nope, that's definitely not. Yikes, okay. So, every time I see that, I always feel like that one guy in the infomercial, that's a lot of damage!
That's a lot of damage.
Man, that was a lot of damage. Good golly, Miss Molly. Heavens to Betsy and all of the above. This is so much going on right now. The hit comes out from Marvello, or to Marvello from Red Ditto, and that's perfect.
Oh, Red Ditto said, you want to see damage? Up in the new edition of Strive, I got you. You're through. Oh my god, Red Ditto striking back. Game to game, round to round. Now we're going to see what's going down. And Marvello trying to play outside that far slash range, really trying to find a whip punish. Here's a counter hit, dash cancel, the corner carry back fist. Again, this time the throw against a reversal DP, it looked like. You're dead. Oh no!
No, he lived. How? I don't know, but I have questions, and Daisuke cannot answer them. Daisuke can't come to the phone right now because he's doing too much with damage. Please come again soon. Jeez.
Daisuke sees the phone. The Chip players are calling. Can you nerf her a little bit more? He goes, I'll put that down right here.
It's one of those things where you look at
it.
You take your phone and you go, unknown number. Put that right back down.
Sir, it says
Look,
Chip on there.
You know
I don't
it's
know that
true.
person. I don't know that person.
You know
at
it's
all.
true. The president of the United States is calling. The president. Daisuke, no. Put the phone down. Block
I
the
did what
number.
I had to do. I nerfed the Rekkas. Come on.
Yeah.
Is that not enough?
No, but then you buffed other things. Marvello, though, starting this one off with a vengeance.
Too bad right here. As soon as I say that, he is in red RC extension, Alpha Blade. Sigma Male grind set off the backboard again. Now gets the win. The mix situation was real nasty for Marvello. Doing a dang good job right now.
Yes, a very good job. And then we say that, and 3 hits later, Marvello has 40% health and is crying in a corner.
I would be too. I mean, we haven't really seen many moments where like far slash or 5H to be whip punished. So it's like, where are those moments happening? The DP. Not the biggest punish though.
Morto Bato is still real good. Somebody in one of my streams recently, like they'd play Ram on the English voice, so they don't hear her do like the sad Japanese version, but she just goes Morto Bato, and it's like all tiny and stuff. And so
that's what she sounds like.
Yeah, she has this really tiny, she's a teeny tiny voice.
Oh my
like,
god! I'd be
is just
even
like,
more upset. I would be tight hearing that. I'm tight right now for Marvello. He got one more guess for game. The DB.
Okay.
Do this?
Maybe. This is just really, I mean, it's just aggression. I don't think it's not working. but all Red Ditto has to do is slap you once. Okay, not if you block. That was actually really good. Oh, but then he turned... Nope, deforestation. That's what I'm gonna call that now when Chip bursts and then he dies, is just deforestation.
Deforestation.
That's it. That is now canon. It's canon Jadelin Guilty Gear lore. That is now deforestation.
Who else gonna give you better lore? Jalen out here, okay? That's how it is. Y'all better call that deforestation every time you see the burst come through. That's unfortunate too. And maybe a bit late on that draw, but he is going to fall the likes of Red Ditto. Ram is still strong, but I will say the Ram play was really good because we didn't really see Far Slash and 5H with enough to be a problem or a threat. And even good defensive, we see back throws and stuff like that every so often for the likes of Red Ditto. We see them surviving against the ridiculous harassment that like Marvello likes to put on. So that shows something in terms of the innate defense that Red Ditto has. But moving on the bracket, that's 3-1, I think. Those two.
Yeah, it's
moving
3-1
on in the bracket too as well. Unfortunately, it looks like Zeus is not feeling well, and they will have to DQ. Hopefully, they feel better. Hopefully, we get some snacks,
feel better.
Relax, pick up your feet. You definitely did great out here with the showcase that you did out here. Fantastic. Hopefully, we get to see you again at Series E. Please come back.
Yeah, and also, so with that, if you want to go check out the bracket, it is being updated. So that means Remy Celeste is going to take that DQ win and move on into winner's quarters, where they will wait for the winner of our next match, which is Smitty versus Peppersplash, which is loading up now. In the meantime, Odd Toaster moves on because of Drew's Q. Marvello and Darkrai will be fighting each other. Newmanheimer and Bean will be fighting each other because Bean took out Symbolus.
Bean trying to make his way back. See if that happens. Peppersplash, Smitty going at it. Peppersplash had a lot of experience fighting Happy Chaos, throughout every Series E bracket, one of the likes of who else but the Evo champion, that'd be Umi. I'm sure that he's probably played, Lost Soul and stuff like that on PlayStation. Maybe also get some more practice. And then millions of other Happy Chaos players. But Peppersplash will be showing his knowledge out here, keeping Smitty up in the corner.
Yeah, keeping Smitty just locked down. I feel like Peppersplash plays Zato so efficiently, and then they're able to just get incredible amounts of damage so quickly. Alright, starting off with this corner one, though. I mean, Smitty hasn't been able to do anything at all.
The applause. Off the low, 2H. Pierce, 2S. Leapfrog again, 2P. 5P, I should say. The burst baited because he waited 6H. And man, again, Peppery not letting Smitty do anything. It blew up that good defense that we saw previously from Smitty.
Okay. Super comes out. Nothing. Doesn't matter. You're still locked down. I like it as a lockdown tool. I mean, it doesn't matter. You're dead. You're dead. Pepperysplash was like, I didn't get to play on stream before. Thus, I will now show off for all of you. And he did.
Man.
He did.
I mean, it's really good if you can delete a person who's so defensive like we saw from Smitty. Delete the defense off the table. That shows you that that's how nasty you are in terms of putting somebody up in the corner and finding those gaps like that. Peppersplash threading the needle with that shadow and getting it done. That's one on the side of him. And Smitty got to be careful. These round starts at 2S, things like that have been real nasty. The corner position too as well. Got to find a way out. Easier said than done. Off that 2K and play, already finding an opener, and the Pierce put him in the corner. Goal burst.
Oh, wow. What are you going to do with all that meter? What are you going to do with all the cash? Spend it? Eventually? Yep, there's the first one. And now you have so much more. My guy's getting return on investments now. I need him to analyze my stock portfolio or something because he obviously knows what to do when he's got bars. He's just going to close it out. Close it out, cash the check. Retirement incoming.
That's cash in, cash out. That's what it's about. You spend that cash, keep it going and flowing. Nice counter hit round start with it, doing better in terms of round start situations. In the wall pin, this is real good because we're going to get that bar all built up after this wall break. But then again, it is bad because you're giving Peppery another chance. Everything going back to neutral, which isn't so bad for Happy Chaos, but there are a lot of long ranges that Zato can play at to push you right back in the corner immediately.
Yeah, and I love that you said, it's giving Peppersplash another chance, because it's exactly what I was going to say. You don't want to give this dude another chance. Ever. So Smitty right now is trying to close this out, trying to get this to work. Okay. I don't know if this kills. No, not even with the wall break. Barely. And you just don't want to give Peppery the chance to live yet. Go ahead, start throwing out the bullets because you got him back during Deus Ex Machina. Pressure here. Oh, got hit with the leapfrog!
Put him down to the ground. Hold this throw. Leapfrog. Yo! Peppery didn't finish it. Oh, man. Yo, Smitty.
Oh, God.
One hit.
It's one hit either way. Oh.
The jump in play. The likes of Smitty.
Starting off with this one, though. Okay. Got a little hit. Slide to the left, slide to the right. Crisscross. We are all out here doing this. And you're just stuck back in this corner situation, which is not where you want to be as Smitty, especially against Pepperysplash, where you've just seen your health bar diminish so quickly every time you get stuck. 2 hits, going to be able to capital... Jesus Christ! I'm sorry, that was a lot of damage. That caught me off guard.
You capitalized that. The way you say you capitalized every letter plus the exclamation marks right after.
Look, sometimes we have to... I gotta keep it real. I was
Christ.
Like... It was one of those things where, you know, as a commentator, you're prepping the next thing to come up, and then he just freaking died? He just evaporated. Thanos snapped him out of the universe? I was definitely not ready for that much damage. Jadelyn saw Jesus,
man.
and Jesus said, Daisuke is my homeboy.
Daisuke is my homeboy. Daisuke said to you, all these characters can work. All my children are viable now in this new patch. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe not so. But we'll see. Corner carry.
We'll see.
He's getting scary. The roll. Uh-oh. That gun whip. Yeah, reset situation. There's still two bullets up in the chamber, but a lot of bar going down. Goes right for the super. The get like that. Oh, it's a wrap like that. Not bad, Smitty.
I mean, Smitty has to do something. Peppersplash is up 2-0. You're gonna go down to losers? Those are shark-infested waters. I mean, not that you're not fighting a shark right now, but still.
Literally.
Yeah, like, literally. Good God. There's no figurative language about this. Okay. This is, yeah, getting some good damage. Oh, the burst was not the best one that he could have done. Challenge in the air comes out. Backdash gets away from the clone. RC, just like that. Pepperysplash now putting Smitty in this corner. YRC comes out, doesn't matter. Oh my god, everybody 2K2Ds.
Looking for these knockdowns. Here's the back throw though, puts it in the corner.
Oh my god!
Gets a blitz reversal.
Challenge?
5P, yo, the 5P, the Jonathan Tanae in play with that 6H burst. Curse.
Oh my god.
This is the worst. The pickup puts him down. Smitty taking finally more just around, taking a game. Not doing a bad job, but there's that defense we wanted to see from Smitty. What he has been known for, at least through this bracket, and showcasing that, staying solid in his corner positions where at first they were getting eaten up. They were getting eaten up real bad. We gotta call it as is. The defense was looking like it was easy eats right there. But now we see Smitty with a little bit better defense and a bit of time in the YRCs and things like that, staying solid. Game on the board for them. Let's see if Pepper can get his win or if Smitty's gonna run it back.
I don't know. Round start Peppersplash might be the scariest thing on this planet right now. Because that was oppressive. We're already at the wall break. Look, I'm still floored about that one super combo. I'm just like, gee, yay. Okay, Curse comes out though. What do we got? Positive tension for Peppery. Incoming. Nope, nothing. Side switch though. Then we got the RC, but the burst was the burst was the worst. Oh.
Leapfrog, taking him down to the ground. Big Pepperysplash. Putting themselves on a set point. Doing a fantastic job of just dealing with this mashup. Burst gets some distance. Early burst fine for this character. Not a lot of help to play with. And look at what you get once you get your hit. The corner carry, applause. About to send this person to the stands. Make him a fan. 5P for the wall break. Far back like that for Peppery.
Yeah, okay. Backdash doesn't get hit. Does get hit once, but ooh. Tack roll comes out. Now what? Slapped. Oh my god, 6P? 6P, the video game.
Into the super Sun Void.
You're not dead.
You might as
What in
well
the-
be. One more guess.
Yeah.
It's one more guess. And
I
that
guess
man
wrong.
is put to rest. Listen, there's not much you can do. You're just through. When the Pierce comes out, that's such a good Oki position right there. Oki situation, I should say. For the likes of Zato, that's 3-1. That's some. I feel like, yes, there are nerfs to Happy Chaos that make it so he's not going to kill you in a couple sequences. But it's just good matchup knowledge that we saw from the likes of Peppersplash. When Smitty would like to go for a reversal 2S, get like a counter hit and switch things up or get some corner carry or whatever, we saw him get a jump, like immediately take the skies, go for float, and get like a jump S or jump H or whatever, delete that button off the table. That's just good like knowledge on how to deal with that character, and he's had that since forever. And as Lost Soul, as
Yes.
I put it, he's been playing that matchup quite a bit with him and other Happy Chaos players, so he knows how to get the win.
Yeah, I mean, he also plays. I mean, not only does he play knowledgeably, he plays confidently, and that certainly helps in these situations. So with that, that rounds out our winners' quarters, which will be Diaphone and Red Ditto, Remy Celeste, and Pepperysplash. In the meantime, we are. Okay, Bean won against Newmanheimer, so Bean has moved on to losers round 3. And so Smitty and Stealthy need to play, and Marvello and Darkrai need to play. But that's where we're sitting right now.
Well, that means that we have more action coming to you, but first, to Yeso.
Thank you, you two. Interesting, the first time this season that Newmanheimer stopped before grand finals. If you've watched the last 2 weeks, Newmanheimer has gotten to grands through winners side 2 times in a row. This time around, knocked down to losers in just winners round 2. And as Jalen just aptly updated us, actually falling to Bean on the losers side as well. So Newmanheimer, who has been the best player in Series E these last couple of weeks, getting stalled out this time around. Now, could just be an off week. Maybe those Nago nerfs hitting a little harder than some may have expected. Not sure on that front, but just interesting to see Newmanheimer going out as early as they have here tonight, and it sets us up for what should be a very interesting and compelling end to tonight's bracket. As Jadalyn just mentioned, next matchups coming up, Diaphone and Red Ditto on one side of the winners semifinals. The other side, Remy Celeste and Pepperysplash. So that is our top 4 winners side. Of course, Odd Toaster and Bean on to losers round 3 there. Smitty and Stealthy will play Marvello and Darkrai as well to finish out those matchups. But just going back through what we saw in this last round, Diaphone continuing to look good on the Bridget. I'm a big fan of it. Love seeing players bring it out. It's been really fun a really fun pick to watch since her release, and Diaphone continuing to be one of those players that doesn't matter who's released, is always playing the new characters, trying to push the envelope, trying new things out, is looking certainly good on it today. Red Ditto looking solid, looking pretty good on that Ramlethal in that matchup there with Marvello there in winners round 2, and continuing to build off of that foundation from last season. I think Red Ditto probably wasn't very happy with the way things started out the last time around at the beginning of Season 2, but of course got better as the season went along and has carried some of that performance from the end of last season into the start of this season. Has been looking solid these first few weeks and has got to be feeling good about being into that winner's semifinal. We'll have a tough set here up against Diaphone's Bridget, but we'll have to see how things shake out because Red Ditto has certainly looked really good so far today. Meanwhile, Pepperysplash there up against Smitty, looking pretty solid in that set, avoiding the Game 5, gets the 3-1 victory in that set. Will have their work cut out for them in that Remy Celeste set in the next round. Those are 2, of course, very talented players. 2 that aren't quite as big of mainstays here on Thursday nights, but they're 2 that I feel like every time I see them named in the bracket, we're guaranteed really tight sets, really fun matchups, and I'm excited that we get to see them matching up here in winners semifinals. I'm hearing that St. Cola and Jadalyn are chomping at the bit to get right back into these sets, so I'm going to hand it right back off to them as we get into our winners semifinals.
And we're back, Series E. Getting real serious out here. Again, as we get closer and closer to the finale of today's play, where it's patch day and patch play. My name is Seiko. I'm here with Jadalyn. Sis, what do we have in the menu coming up for the people? Hey, Ben.
I am so sorry. I was apparently muted in VMix. That was my bad. I'm going to go back and make that joke again because Sinkhole looking here, but I couldn't.
Run it again. Run it
Man,
again.
my bad. My B. We try to get. So, what I was saying, what do we have on the menu here today? As a matter of fact, today's special, we have the world's finest brisket in Diaphone. They're going to be going up against Red Ditto's Ram. I have no food jokes. I mean, burger, I guess.
Burger?
So we've got brisket and burgers, and you can have whatever you want for that. But we are going to jump into this match pretty shortly, and it's going to be... I don't know. It's going to be crazy.
I don't know either. With the patch changing so much stuff, I'm curious to see if there's been enough change on the good side of things for the likes of Brisket. We've seen her work out. I think stop, skate, and die, or whatever you want to call it, or stop and dash, whatever you want to call it, has been helpful in terms of keeping the pressure going and flowing. Has been helpful in, like, you know, being able to change up the approach, being quicker. I want to see how that's utilized more in these matchups because I really feel like it's been helping out. But I want to see how it works out against like some Ram. I feel like Ram, Far Slash, 5H, you know, that nasty 2H we talked about that could be in play for some of those combos could be detrimental to a character like Bridget that will die, is very tender, very, you know, breaks down very easily, doesn't have a lot of health. Might see that happen. So I'm curious to see what happens in this matchup. Used to be, I feel like Ram just would hit 6P or Far Slash 5H continuously, and, you know, Brisket would do all this work and then Ram would hit her twice and it would nice. But now things have changed in terms of consistency for the character, so I wonder if that's going to happen in this match. These better normals, these better specials are going to help out that consistency. We've seen it happen against Nago. See if it happens against Ram.
I don't know. I mean, I was not a believer really, like, mentally until I saw it happen. And then there it was. There it was. And it was great and it was glorious. And so, you know what? I saw Bridget's face, now I'm a believer. I'm really trying, like, I keep getting this song stuck in my head, and I keep being like, don't get the channel DMCA'd, don't get the channel DMCA'd. Man, I'm,
right,
look, I'm trying my best. I think that there's options. I think Diaphone, if you're able to outrun one really long sword and be able to manipulate the airspace and the ground space and just the space in general around that, I think you can do it with Ram. I also think Red Ditto is kind of nice on the Ram and could easily shut that down, especially if they start using more of their jump normals. That's going to be really terrifying.
Yeah, jump D, I want to see how that operates. I want to see that mix. That jump D cross up in the red RC, I want to see someone do something nasty with that. Being able to find something off a cross up with a jump D makes that button a lot stronger. And I'm wondering if that might be an angle where Bridget can't really, like, 6P or 2S or something like that, or anti-air.
Yoy, go Volts, this is so fast!
Yeah, Diaphone was like, I don't want nothing to do with that. I'm immediately going to go for the burst. And now this time for the DP, the reversal.
Yeah, big damage coming out from Red Ditto. Good lord. I just feel like every time Ram gets a hit and it's so much... Okay, backdash does come out from Diaphone. We've seen them come out from more dire situations before. There's a tiny little red RC in there as well. The wall bounce gets a ton of damage, and just like that, Mortar Bottle!
Oh my god.
I was gonna say something about the health being even, and then Red Ditto said, what if I did Wake Up Overdrive?
I had no the reversal option, so I get it. Red Ditto with it, I love it. And now, rolling that momentum, riding that momentum. Up in the corner. Sword explosion, can't DP, can't do it for free. Maybe too far out, probably thought the super wasn't going to reach, so Red Ditto just going to go for that wall break situation. Still a lot of bar to utilize.
Oh boy. Okay, I feel like we're just right back where we were, and with Red Ditto getting all of this tension, they could just wake up Mortabato again if they wanted to. Alright, I'm really interested in what is the start here. Red after neutral, wake up Mortabato. It's blocked this time, and Red RC is able to keep it safe. I called that before Red Ditto even knew they were going to do it.
The YRC, for the back though, Red RC, victory. Red Ditto holding on that burst, knowing that, listen, I ain't going to try to test it, maybe too high up with it. I'm safe for the 6th round going down. Air to air right there for the counter hit. The flash. Now, off the sword staircase with the explosion. Windshield wipers. Look at all that red. Almost dead. Diaphone. Gotta be careful.
Yeah, Diaphone has to be... Never mind.
Immediate. Never mind.
Nope.
He's dead.
Nope. Nope. Those 3 wake-up Mortabatos. I counted. It also wasn't very hard because there were only 3 rounds. But, you know what? I used the brain cell today. Just one of them. That was... I mean, I guess, you know, if it works, it works. Diaphone blocked one of them.
Yeah.
But the other 2 times it took your life, you've got to expect it now. If you don't expect it, like, kill me once, shame on me. Kill me twice, also shame on me.
For the 3rd time? Okay, maybe shame on me. Maybe I should have saved up that sucker. Yeah, I get you. But it's one of those things where Ditto has as for the table where Diaphone was like, mans would never, and then he did it again. Let's see if he have the bar now. Has to go for FD if he wants to use that tension, then defense it. Diaphone now getting into. We say he ain't got no bar at the bottom for that super. It's time to get that victory immediately.
Yep.
Ooh.
Okay. That was immediate. Certainly expedited that one. All right, with this one, comes in, goes for the low. I like that a lot. Different? Yeah, okay. Burst makes sense. I agree with that. But, geez, the way the Diaphone is just using, like, the magnetic powers to go across the street and then change the high-low, this is quite nice. I like the adjustment from Diaphone.
And you see how consistent that pressure is enough where Red Ditto doesn't even have the threat of the super to route things back like that. And honestly, you see Diaphone staying squarely on the ground as these rounds go down, not trying to get hit with jump / counter and things like that. But maybe the air-to-air situation isn't so good for these characters for Bridget's side. So just staying on the ground, make it with punch with 5H, 6H, whatever it may be. Probably 5H, I guess. Or /. Get those things going, get the counter hits, and then get in and start that oppression. And if there's no bar, the only thing he really do is go for FD for some space, but Diaphone, as you have pointed out, has ways in when he sends out that orb situation after a knockdown.
Yep, and alright, once again, just using that map, the properties of that yo-yo to make it so that they could change the trajectory. This time gonna go for the low, no, stayed mid. This time went in for the grab. I really like the way they're changing up their pressure. I think it's really smart. And that time, that was it was a burst of all time. It was a burst of all time, and you're gonna die for it.
Maybe that's an aggressive burst, or like a frustration burst. Like, please, I need to find a gap. Diaphone, I gotta watch your videos because there's too much. There's too much where I think it's my turn and I get clipped for it. It's not damage. It just adds up in tension. And it adds up in pressure overall. That tension is so important. That allows these extensions, that allows the threat of the command grab, as we've been pointing out continuously, and also FD if Diaphone needs it too as well. So he's been able to build that bar expeditiously. Oh my god, look at that red RC and the dust combo.
Boy. Yeah, this is huge. And then you get to have all of this pressure coming out of it. Wall breaks basically immediately. Now what? Oh god. I was like, you get wake up Mortabato? No, because you don't have the pressure for it. Oh, you're just clipped because they put the damage on outgoing instead of on incoming. That was a really smart setup from Diaphone. They said, if this hits, it's my win condition.
I'm going to send it out, and I bet it, and it definitely worked out in the clutch right there. Quicker on the draw to make him fall. That's Diaphone with 2 right now, doing a fantastic job of taking someone like Red Ditto, who has been a dominant person in all the series. Not saying Diaphone has not been or could not be, but Red Ditto definitely has a lot of great recent results. However, Diaphone is really finding his way with this character. And I don't think it's just the patch of the character. And maybe it helps with the stability of the character. And what Diaphone wants to do overall, though, you can see it in the play. He seems so comfortable.
He seems so incredibly comfortable. And, like, not only that, he seems... Oh, you didn't block it, Diaphone, god darn tushies. I wanted you to block that. I was gonna say he seems like... just like he's flourishing. But then he got hit by Wake Up Mortabato, and then I was angry about it.
I bet he is too. But it's not through just yet. Red RC for the corner carry. Does combo again, dash cancel. These situations where he, again, sets up the orb. FD does not save you because of the throw. And there you go. Diaphone on set point against one of the best Rams in the business.
I am very impressed because I was like, man, Diaphone, come on now. And then he said, okay, I will.
Sit back.
Now getting this nice setup here in the corner. Again, I'm just really happy with this high-low mix, and deciding whether or not you want to use the outgoing or the incoming damage did block that time. It wasn't Mortabato, got the DP out from Diaphone though. Now you're just gonna have to block the mix on the other side, and there's the command grab, rock the baby!
Slow. One more good hit. We'll do it off the red RC. And again, the orb situation has been a big pain point. 3-1. Diaphone. It's time for you to call it quits. 3-1 on the likes of Red Ditto. Moving on with the delicious brisket. I see you, Diaphone. Dang.
I like it. You know why? Because all of the things that I was like, man, this worked really well against Nago, were totally different things and still worked really well against Ram. Except for that first time where you got hit by all the Waker Mortabatos. I'm still not happy about that. I don't know why, like, I'm super salty about Mortabato and its existence, but I really am. And I just needed to get that out of my system. That was my man. Mortabato. What a button. Moving on.
Nasty thing. But I mean, that's a defensive option you have to watch out for, right? It's a lot of damage. Bridget doesn't have a lot of health. But the fact that we see him be so continuous with his pressure, where it doesn't, the bar build doesn't even happen. It's not even like even a factor. And some of that is also because Red Ditto had to FD. He's just like trying to find any sort of gap like that. Didn't happen. You can't spin that for free. You have to FD sometime. You have to spin your bar either for that pushback or for that reversal. But Diaphone, too oppressive, moves on the bracket. I see people saying in the chat, you can't downplay her after this. You know, you can't even say that she's like the strongest character. Like, don't use this tournament as like the hardest of results in terms of like what these characters are and how strong they're going to be, because this is just day one. Like, there's so many factors that are going in. And again, this is not played for points. We're just playing for fun and to see what this patch is going to do for the rest of the season. Give you a taste, an appetizer. But I'll tell you one, it's like one of those big appetizers that's very filling. Speaking of filling, with Peppersplash, and spice, and seasoning, Remy Celeste.
With Remy Celeste, like, this is a heck of a match. I don't know how this goes. If Remy plays out of their mind, they've got it. If Peppery just starts using that mathematical precision, the absolute engineering, it's just wide open.
See? Fog up in the corner. Not so good for the side of Remy. He's going to have to hold this super and the Oki that comes through. That's Pierce. What, we're going to see like jump D? I don't know. Oh, this is the easy option.
Know.
There's Pierce. Yeah.
Okay.
Comes through on the low.
Nope, we got a burst coming out. Then yeet! That throw animation is one of my favorites. I'm not sure why. Oh my god, Remy! Gee, okay, no, but now we're back to Peppersplash. Oh, see, it's so back and forth. They both have this wildness to the way that they play that I feel like that just makes this such a, like, a dice roll of a game.
That's true. And where he's flipping these buttons every so often, Peppery's been so good about that. As I say that, though, caught up in the corner. You'll call corner. Red RC. Oh my god, look at these rainwaters coming down. Trying to chase the waterfall.
The 6P didn't work out. Remy, what are you gonna do, buddy? You don't want to get caught like this. Oh, I mean, but Peppery is just burning that tension bar. Gets Remy opened up now, and then gets the wall break too. No, he doesn't want the wall break. He wanted the wall positioning, but Remy jumped out of it because Peppery just gave up the position, and then Remy is able to take it.
It's so tough. I guess you don't want to go back to neutral. I understand that, you know, 5P, jump slash, things like that come from the likes of Remy's Axel. But wasn't able to get the sump that he wanted and really continue that pressure. Now he has the command grab, and we'll try to seal it right here. Here's applause. Dust.
Okay. Oh, boy.
Block that one.
Yeah, gosh. Could you block that one? No.
I'm not blocking.
You couldn't. Oh, no, the burst.
Get that wall pin. Was able to do so.
Oh, God, it's so tense.
FDA
what, when, where, why?
Gotta find a way to play. Jump team, my beloved. Off the low.
Anything? No.
In the perfect KO. Remy did not get to play that last round going down. That sequence was too nasty. Bro, Zato players, bro. I saw the team saying he loves his patch, and that's how I know Zato's really good right now. That's how I know Zato's really good. Latif ain't saying, you're carried, you're carried, you're carried. He's saying, I love this patch. You know Zato players are eating right now.
Oh, yeah, they are. Did you see that last match? That was ridiculous.
I tells how to play
That's the noise that I'm out. That's the noise that I think that like Eddie makes. Just that's just what he is. He's now an Animal Crossing character.
Oh man, we're having fun. I don't think Remy's having fun. Gotta do something different.
No, I don't know. I just looked over too. I see the Remy streaming too, so that'll be interesting.
I want to say Winter Madness maybe, but I don't think you get a Winter Madness out right now. I'll be real. That may not be the way to play. And the Sun Boy confirmed? Yes, sir.
Oh my God, Peppersplash is just the confidence from this guy right now. I mean, what can you do when you're playing against somebody who has this level of assuredness when they come in at you? Nothing, as a matter of fact. Slash. Next round.
Just, man, Remy, there we go. I was going to say, like, better round starts would definitely be helpful. 2S have been clipping him early, but now Remy off to a way better start, keeping him out. And honestly, that's the way you want to play with Axel. You check Eddie when he comes out to stay steady. That's why we see Peppery trying to dash in with his own normals. 2D. Here we go. Once he gets a knockdown, then he can use the Eddie. Stay steady.
Oh! That burst is being punished so heavily. That's the one kind of thing that I want everybody to be able to get such a good punish off of a burst like that. Got hit by the dust as well, stuck in the corner, wall splat, and he's got meter for another super. Okay, but why did he live that time?
Yeah. Come on.
I have questions.
FD. Oh no, he just making it clap. Just make it clap. And just like that, Peppery not letting Remy play. Remy, I can't even go to your stream and say, do Winter Madness. Remy, do Winter Madness. Do Winter Madness. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's this. I don't know what could help you right now, dog. Because like we see Peppery playing without Eddie. He's steady. I don't understand how ready he is up in this match without that character. He's doing a fantastic job of navigating these limbs without that character. Without that 2v1. He just does 1v1 to get it done. That's crazy.
Yeah, he does. 1v1, get it done. Then you're like, oh, what time is it? Time for me to go. Bye.
All right, bye. All right. We'll move on to winner's finals possibly. We'll see if Remy has anything to say about that.
So far, he hasn't had a whole lot to say except for down back. And maybe FD. Okay, there's a burst though. Finally had something, but Peppery just immediate burst back in that same thing. Got a grab. Or got like one of the signals to come out. Not the grab, I'm sorry. But RC comes out, overhead. Okay, Remy had something to say.
I ain't hear no bell. I ain't hear no bell. Remy's still in the game. But round start, 2K2D knockdown.
Okay.
That was deep dish with it too as well. Got caught in the corner again. And the only way you're gonna find out is like a 2K2D or 5K2D knockdown. Anything like that. If we get RC bar, you can find an escape plan, but you don't have no bar, you're going far. Right through the wall. Oki time for Peppersplash.
Yeah, that was some good Oki. Perfect. He said invite hell is my Oki. That worked out, I guess.
Right there with the slash situation. Jump button to knock him down. Uh-oh. Again, the applause situation. Look at when Peppery pulls out the Eddie. He'll only use that if he can get that corner push situation as much as possible. Never let it linger where it's going to get knocked off and you have to wait for Eddie to come back like that. So masterful with this character.
It's just incredible the work that they're able to do. Okay, burst. That could actually be huge if Remy is able to get anything. So far, not a whole lot. I was waiting for Winter Madness. I really was.
Yeah. That would have been maybe an opportune moment to do it. There's the air throw, though.
Oh. Yeah, air throw comes out and then just surgical precision. If I need an operation, I would like Peppersplash to perform it because that was precise.
My man is sick. Like, get the doc in here. Peppersplash. Oh, just taking down Remy, who was so strong. I just watched their stream. They were cleaning up cats left and right. But it's not good night for them just yet. They'll be on the loser side of things, but it is going to be Peppery moving on in the bracket closer and closer to grand finals unless he gets seated and treated. We'll have to see if that happens. But man, Zal's going to look good, and I think part of that is also damage scaling and, you know, other factors in defense helping out that character and letting them live a little bit longer. But then again, I feel like Peppery would have did that previous patch. Didn't matter if it's this patch or that. he would have still been working out here. So Peppery moving on. Move on to our next match. Are we moving on straight over to Diaphone? Peppery and Diaphone?
We're going to Diaphone, Pepperysplash, but I did want to update people for what is going on with Losers Round 4. Smitty took out Odd Toaster 3-0, so Red Ditto and Smitty will be playing each other. And Bean took out Darkrai 3-0, so Bean will be facing Remy Celeste.
Ooh, that's not
I know.
a fun matchup for
Oh, and we just have another update right now. Smitty took out Red Ditto, so Smitty moves on.
Yo,
Like that just
Smitty?
happened.
Yo, Smitty, you with it like that?
Smitty is kind of nice today.
All right, okay, let's go, Smitty. Let me see what's really good, Smitty, out here with that defense on the deck. But we'll be seeing a little bit later because first we got to go up with Peppersplash, Diaphone, winners, finals, solidify our winner side grand finals. I can't wait to see what's going to happen. Again, it's only the first day of the patch. You all for watching.
This is wild.
Metro, I see you. I can't believe I'm saying that. We get a patch. I'm glad it wasn't like winter in like February because they said winter and I was like, what does that mean? What does that actually mean?
Yeah, same. This has definitely been the week for a lot of fighting game excitement, though. We've got, Guilty Gear has a patch day, Melty Blood has a patch day, Street Fighter 6 this weekend. What a time to be alive if you're a fighting game player or fighting game fan.
Like y'all are very blessed. And plus, we get this patch for Guilty Gear with the crossplay too as well, right before the Christmas season. So I cannot wait for when everyone gets like a new copy of Guilty Gear or whatever for their Christmas and they go online and I'll rack up them points. I'm gonna get the Celestial in no time. I can't wait for all these new cats to come in and be like, oh, I'm playing Guilty Gear. And my crusty Leo coming through with the DPs and stuff like that, playing like an absolute just mad person. Yeah. I can't wait for Christmas. Thank you for that crossplay. Nice game.
Did you basically just say, I can't wait to step on these kids to path my way to Celestial?
Yes.
This is one of the reasons I love you. This is great.
Come on now.
Yes.
Y'all chat will do it too. Y'all gonna do it too.
I would do it.
See? I'm not the only one.
No, I mean, dude, 99% of the time I play in the middle of the day, so I get the kids who stayed home from school.
Oh, the sweats? Oh,
This
no.
is just like,
yeah,
why not get the rank while they learn? You know what? In the wise words of Justin Wong, you go learn today.
Mm-hmm. We're going to learn. Who's going to win between these two winners finals. Peppersplash versus Diaphone. The winner side of grand finals of the first Series E with this patch. Let's see who got it like that.
Ooh. And I mean, these two as well, they've been playing each other forever. Possibly since the dawn of time. Mm-hmm. But we're going to have to see what they... No, you burst.
You bursted. You tried to do the thing to help you, but you're too far up to fly. And now, you see it taking to the corner. I like that. Trying to get the air, jump out, but the area right there, Peppery was ready the entire time. We saw Diaphone take to the skies to maybe escape that situation where we saw Remy very grounded, but that's exactly what Peppery wanted the entire time. So smart.
Yes, very, very smart. I mean, the way that he's just able to set up the situations just 3 moves ahead of where he is. That time he didn't really have to do a whole lot of thinking because it was a really straightforward setup, but if it's straightforward and it works, straightforward and it works. I'm not mad about it. Mm-hmm. Gets hit from Diaphone, though. Diaphone has been doing a lot of really great setups in the corner, but he hasn't had to deal with the character that can, hover, fly, things like that. Okay, Burst comes out.
That's true. Things that can definitely help out with the movement, this movement. But however, Diaphone with the anti right there gets to pick up with the counter hit. That makes on YRC nice in the gap like that. You see how Peppery immediately is finding ways out. As soon as he has that gap, not a lot of people have been doing so, but Peppery locking him down, actually able to take the round with the big bite.
That bite confuses me. That damage. Maybe I need to sit in the lab and do this and just lab out different situations for that damage. Because one time it leaves somebody at a sliver of health. The other time it does so much damage I made capital letters with my mouth. And another time, it does things like that.
I didn't think it was gonna hit. I looking at the patch, the only super that got buffed was like Sun Void, so I'd never seen that hit at that range. Was that an OTG or just a follow up on the combo? Not sure. What I am sure that is Peppersplash knows his character.
Yes, that is without a doubt the case. Peppersplash really knows what they're doing. Oh, nice setup from Diaphone. I like that with the bounce off of the yo-yo setup there. Okay, now what do we got? Ball break. Get beat up by a bear. I love it. It's so cute.
Oh, dust. The perfect KO from Diaphone, bro. We've seen it come through with this character. Doesn't do a lot of damage, but the situations that Diaphone puts you continuously looping is what makes him such a big threat.
Yes, a huge threat.
All right, thank you for that. Someone said during tumble states you could re-juggle them with the OTG. Oh, I didn't see that they were tumbling. Oh, okay, nice. Thank you for that, Zen. Appreciate you.
That's good to know. Thank you very much. I love that. I love it when you guys can help out with things like that. I appreciate it. Okay, the RC and the slide under puts Bridget back into the corner. High-low comes out. Command grab. That always starts out as so little and then it does so much. And then just regular throw in the air. Peppersplash, looking pretty clean.
Yes, sir, right there. Like these air approaches, the classic Gilded Gear right there. Jump theme, my beloved. Clipping the dome. Christening the cranium. Like that dust, I like that answer. XP look like there's a command grab from Diaphone with that grip off the low, though. Now we see more of these options exemplified with the quickness. We usually see them later in these sets, but Diaphone doing it different right now and pulling out all the tools to stay in the game.
I really like that PRC and then the recall on the yo-yo, but it doesn't really matter because now, we had a reverse throw situation. I was gonna say that Diaphone was in the corner. Diaphone's out of the corner. What's the setup after this? Doesn't matter. You died. We got a 1-1.
Okay, Diaphone getting it done. You see utilizing that command grab ever so more continuously than maybe waiting in it's like the last game or whatever to put that on the table. But that also means that Peppery can look out for that option as things go on. So now Peppery can be like, okay, cool. You're pulling that option out. That's something I'm going to be looking for. I'm going to look to maybe YRC preemptively or something like that, or maybe hold up north. Whatever the case may be, he'll know that that option is there, and that means that's less for Diaphone he can do in terms of looping the impression, the approach. 1-1.
Yeah, 1-1. Round start is going to go in Diaphone's favor, so they're going to get this good corner positioning against Peppersplash. And the throws, something that Diaphone didn't do a lot before was mix these throws into these yo-yo pressure situations that they're able to set up. The 6H came out briefly, but Peppersplash said, no, thank you. Oh, the 6P is punished, though.
Up in the corner. 2D, or 2S, I should say, off the table. Unfortunate. Diaphone at that distance, knowing that Peppery would like to find a way to play. 2S is definitely the way. You get a nice little counter hit with the Pierce to get out of there. Did not happen. Diaphone looking out for the options that Peppery wants to put on.
Yeah, okay, the slide comes in. Now what happens? Oh, back in this situation. I just feel like Peppery is not getting any opportunities. Oh, even with the side switch, Diaphone able to capitalize. Uses the incoming damage instead of the outgoing to even make more of a combo. Oh god, there's just so much damage. YRC is going to yeet her to the other side. This is an opportunity for Peppersplash now.
He's made it back from worse. Oh, has a Pierce, leapfrog, knocks him down to the ground. Yo, the burst. Oh, does that the orb, the float state though? Yep, staying up, staying high.
Yep. Okay, now Ori got caught. Diaphone now was just sort of flirting with that danger state to go towards the negative, but ends up taking it with a 2-1. Somebody in chat said that Diaphone is the most impressive person in this tournament right now, and honestly, with the way this looks, I cannot find a lie. He's looking really good. His ability to adapt and adjust on the fly has been incredible.
His mix-ups we see up in the corner, these side switches and stuff like that, I haven't really seen a lot from Bridget players in terms of like cross-up mix-ups like that. That's super nasty. Bro, I'm glad I'm not Peppersplash right now. And I'm sure Peppersplash is not glad he is himself right now because Diaphone's on game point and doing a ton of work against him. Let's see if Peppery can get a win.
Oh, I like the Roger dive. That was smart. Okay, 6P came out briefly. I thought that Peppery was going to take a lot more damage from that, but he doesn't. Could have been worse if the yo-yo wasn't set up. Side switch. Gets hit. Eee! That dust was a million miles away, Peppery. Why would you do that?
Maybe if he runs into it. Maybe he'll walk into it. The Diaphone skate step into victory. Skate or die, YRC, the distance, defense, and sends out the orb for some fun. Only needs one. Only needs one to put himself in grand finals with the brisket.
I don't want to say anything too much here, but a good start here for Peppery. Finally is getting some damage where he's been... Okay. I mean, I get it. You didn't want to change the wall. You're just getting these, like, slump states. Is this a... Yeah, okay, that is going to work. For some reason, it didn't kill that time. I'm still getting a little weirded out about that. But Diaphone just makes these comebacks from nowhere. Gets a dust afterwards, too. After that RC, you're stuck in the corner. Good lord, the counter hit damage is so much. We're going back to the other side.
Go back to neutral, too. No bar spent for the super. Peppery now has a full bar, uses it right there. YRC on the side, a Diaphone, so for defense, burst. Diaphone's got burst, but the 6P comes through in the clutch.
That, it was looking good for Diaphone, but they did not spend their burst, as was pointed out. Like, they're just sitting on it because they knew they could keep it for this round when Peppery does not have it.
Oh, caught him leaving. But up back like that. Too deep burst. Unfortunately, too far outside the distance. Peppersplash now getting into Diaphone. Side switch situation. The super actually hits him and knocks him down. Oh, he's in the corner. And this should be the end of the round.
Yeah, you're done, son.
Stay or die. Diaphone. Winner's side. Grand finals. This brisket ain't tender. It's tough.
Cook it longer? I don't know, but no, seriously, that was... My goodness. What a commanding victory over somebody who, just looking, Peppersplash 3-0'd Remy. You know what, I need to look at the bracket for this to see how it went down. But for Peppery's, it was a 3-0, 3-1, 3-0, and then you went down 3-1. That's a pretty impressive win ratio to just get sent to losers. But speaking of losers, we're going to get our first losers one. This is our losers semis. So we're going to see Smitty and Bean fight it out. But before that, we're going to go to the good home slice Yeso to break all of this down for us.
Cola talking about that brisket being tough and all the Diaphone fans in chat just saying, let them cook. Diaphone looking so good on the Bridget there in winners finals. Gets the 3-1 win there over Pepperysplash. And we'll get to hang out in grand finals and wait for a couple of results down on the loser side. You just heard Jadalyn mention it. Our next set will be Smitty and Bean meeting up in that losers bracket semifinal. And of course, the winner there faces off against Pepperysplash in losers finals. Just double checking here. Peppersplash did take out Smitty on winner's side, so that's an opportunity for Smitty to try and get a little bit of revenge, but certainly would be a tough set for them there at the end of that loser's bracket. But right now, Diaphone looking pretty damn good on that Bridget and dominant in this bracket so far. You talk about the strong run from Peppersplash, has a couple of 3-0 sets there in winners round 1 and winners semifinals, and Diaphone has never dropped more than one game in any of these sets. Sweep in round 1, 3-1s all the way there through winners finals, and Diaphone looking to maybe not lose more than maybe one more game today, because they are looking really damn dominant on that Bridget pick right now, and I'm looking forward to seeing how things shake out on the loser side, and if anybody can challenge Diaphone here in the bracket today. Going to be a very tough test, but we'll see what they can do. We're going to go to a break right now. When we come back, we're finishing off our final bit of Guilty Gear Strive here for 2022. You're not going to want to miss it. Those are semifinals on the other side of this break.
All right, we are back. We're back with the exciting end of this first day one patch. We've got losers, grands. That's all we've got left, and there's no time for preamble. We're just getting into it. Mankind knew they gotta blame the beast. Something. Let's start hitting each other. This is Smitty versus Bean, which I do want to say that this is a run back from earlier today, where Smitty's Happy Chaos took out Bean's chip 3-1.
That's true. Let's see who gets it done, though. Remember, loser's side, only one can survive. And Bean cooking up Smitty up in the corner like that 2D into the super. That means we get that keep going and flowing. And that means that win condition too as well. But Smitty has been doing a good job of staving that off. So the IBs and things like that. This time the YRC.
Yep, okay. Curse comes out. Every time I'm like, oh, Bean is doing so well. Smitty was like, did you forget who I am? And then I'm like, oh yeah, I did, my bad. You're Happy Chaos. Okay. And then just like this, Wall Splat comes out, yeah, clean it up. Sweep.
Oh no.
My guy had approximately an eighth of health bar. Not even. And he still said sweep.
See sweep. Immediately. Like that anti right there. Hold on now. Bursting immediately, expeditiously coming from the side of Smitty, get some distance with it. And I like that. It's three balls up in the chamber, but it's caught in the corner. Let's see how that good defense does, that good innate defense. At the fast fall with a throw, though, with the 2D, unfortunately, still, Bean is still getting in to Smitty. Yo, Bean. Let this dog play. 5P, drop him down to the ground.
Or don't let him play. If you would like to win, don't let him play. I mean, maybe that was his plan.
It's your plan.
That round start clash was actually kind of crazy. They just both were like, oh, same button, okay. Curse comes out. This is just not looking good for Bean. Every time I'm like, wow, Bean is doing a great job adjusting. He doesn't. He jumped out of that corner so fast I couldn't even blink and see it. Good lord.
Hold on now, the throw though, Bean. Make the comeback right here. YRC. That's defense now. Let's see the offense. Right, dash up 2K2D. We'd love to have a knockdown and a follow-up. But the whip punish. Yo, Bean, I owe you an apology. I wasn't really familiar with the game. I'm sorry, Bean. I owe you an apology, but it's not over yet.
That was nice. Like, honestly, that was such a great way to recover from that situation. Oh, get shanked in the air. Okay, diagonal comes out. Bean making some good adjustments.
Dang. I feel like after that first loss from Smitty, his losers run, going through that losers bracket of absolute killers, has emboldened him to get his win. He said, if I see Smitty again, I see him again, it's going to be on site. It's going to be on site, and guess what? He gets a run back. And just like that, he's been doing a job of blowing up that great defense that Smitty has. We've seen Smitty try to go for like 2K2D to get the knockdown, right? Bean sets outside the distance, finds a whip punish, and disallows that from happening.
Yeah, Bean is out here, man with a mission. And it is doing a great job creating so much, not just pressure, but also visual confusion. And just like that, Smitty said, but I have a gun.
I have a magician's butt.
Yep. Oh no, he was late. He was too late. And then Bean did not get his super, but was able to RC out of it to keep it safe. That was wild. Smitty waited too long to input that super, and Bean got away scot-free, and Smitty has to just hold that, honestly.
Fortunate whiff. Still, Smitty does have the lead. Let's touch up with the clone. This is how we get a press as much as possible. Concentration, trying to think about it. Reload, just a fit situation with the side switch. The roll, no butter.
Using the clone to just try and create that space. Shot, you've got to be careful. Bean does have burst if they want it, but I don't think they want to use it now.
Yeah, that would have been a hero one, and God willing, someone like Smitty, a villain. Round start with it, already getting the curse, and again, finding ways to build that resource, which is super smart and very important for Happy Chaos. 2S, we're already getting a starter. Slump him down a little bit, or let him come down. Control that corner.
Woo! What a tech in the air. I mean, they both felt that one coming, that's for sure. Bean coming back to it strong. But Smitty just 2K2D to victory. Everybody 2Ks 2Ds. I lied when I said the name of the game was 6P. It's 2K2D.
Oh, he went for the 2K Alpha Blade right after. Oh, again, the Alpha Blade situation with the throw. As soon as he saw the FD. 6K in play.
Wow.
In the closer.
That little RC that they snuck in there made it nice and sneaky. I liked it. It's quite nice.
Real good right here. Being with the plus frames. Yeah, keep that sucker. Meaty, no vegan. Don't get hit, my friend. Don't be pressing buttons up in this corner position versus Beta because he waited.
Oh. Okay. Side switch. He's got... No, he doesn't have a chance. He has no chance. No dance. You were uninvited. Goodbye.
Uninvited? How you get uninvited to a dance? They're like, you know what? Actually, don't come through. Actually, just don't come through.
Do you want Happy Chaos at that kind of event?
No, actually, I don't.
I mean,
I'm good. You know what? Type of like dude like Happy Chaos. I don't know what that guy is on. He's on his Joker moment and stuff like that. He be doing something wild to the punch. But right now, Bean is beating Smitty to the punch continuously.
Yes.
Pressing him in the corner, see how these distances, and blowing up like what he does on defense. Clone don't matter to him. You know, YRC and stuff like that, he says outside the distance or whip punishes and stuff. Bean is super mean, no lean. He's on game point. So let's say that Smitty getting that corner carry.
yeah, I mean, really just... Okay, that time you saw how quickly he put that super in. He was like, not again. He learned the first time. He was like, I done messed up the first time. I won't do it again. Oh, kicked the clone. Now kicked the real thing. Bean is a brave soul. And you know what? I don't think that's a problem because now we're going to get the area shift again. Going back to the other side. They both have an opportunity here. But the grab comes out from Bean. Okay, YRC, now what? YRC back?
YRC back? What? Oh my god, Bean. Okay, dash up and play. Oh
no, he didn't.
Bean!
Bean is a genius.
Correct. He is
Bean is a genius.
He actually is a genius.
Oh my god. I was like, he doesn't make this comeback in my head. I was like, there's no way. And then I was like, never mind. What do I know? The mental damage to Smitty right now. I can feel it. I can feel it from here. He's going, man, I beat this guy 3-1. What the heck happened? He said, I don't know. I leveled up, my guy.
It's I won that run back. I see you. It's on sight. It's on sight. It's good night. BP coming through. He's got the bar up on for these extensions. Red RC on the overhead. Good blocks over for Smitty. Staying solid. But
the one hit two into the super?
Speaking about a party.
Yeah,
right
not going to do enough.
Break.
No, that was exactly what I was about to say. This is another opportunity, though. What? Okay, Super Focus comes out. Bean's just being patient. He knows he can. He doesn't have to do anything. He can just sit here. And that's... Yeah, kick him. Bean with the 3-0. He said, hold this run back.
If I see you, I don't care if it's in Celestial. I don't care if it's in Bracket. I'm getting my W. Big Bean coming through, taking down Smitty. And again, Smitty having such good defense shows you how strong Bean is on his offense. And the vibes, they just weren't there. He said, let me fix the vibes real quick with it. He said, that guy right there,
he sure did.
Chaos guy, get him out of here. Get him out of here. But good stuff to Smitty. I hope to see Smitty in more of the Series E. Definitely deserved to be up in this top spot.
Definitely.
A lot of work. But Bean moving on.
Yeah. Yeah, Bean moving on to fight Peppersplash. That's a match.
Ooh, that's your reward?
Yeah, that's your reward. So interestingly enough, Peppery put Smitty into losers. So they don't have to do that run back. But, I mean, Bean made some very strong adjustments coming into that rematch. There were a lot of great decisions that they made. They were really good at using their meter appropriately. All sorts of great things. But Pepperysplash has a lot of tools at their disposal. Like, the way that Pepperysplash is able to lock down a screen, all of that airspace where Chip loves to be. Smack! Get hit with a frog. Okay, well, I'll be on the ground. Invite hell. Applause. Like, and then, you know, at the end of the day, 6B.
6B is pretty nasty. Chip does have some good things. If he goes for the dive kick and stuff like that, his fast good normals, like, you know, 6H and stuff like that can do well. I think it gets in challenging like Zato, and I'm sorry, challenging Eddie, and then taking it off the table so you don't have to fight Zato. So that might actually be helpful too as well. And a character that doesn't really have the best defense, he'd rather use that bar for offense, obviously, not having the FD. Zato will have to take a lot of that pressure, so I'm curious to see what we're going to see from Peppery. He's had some really great reversal 5-piece and a red RC, reversal 2-piece. Even if he doesn't have RC, his reversal timing is fantastic. Let's see what he does if Peppery even gets his run back against the likes of Diaphone. Or is he calling it quits out here against Bean? Losers finals.
Which apparently this is an Evo run back.
Ooh.
I mean, it's been a couple of months. Brand new patch. What do you got for us?
Oh, yes. This is why, like, you know, both of them like, okay. All right, you had your patch, you buff and stuff like that. Now let me see something different with it so you can get the revenge. Who won last time? It was Bean that won last time, right? Chat?
I believe so. Yeah, chat. Tell me what it is.
I had a memory of a goldfish.
Memory
just
leak.
let us know. No.
Oh, Peppery won.
Bro, okay. Okay, this is why Bean on fire right now. Hold up now. Bean getting into it right now.
Bean was ready. He said, let me study the matchup.
So your spice ain't that bad, bro. Your spice ain't that nice. Come on now. Bean. That flavor you can savor. Big Bean coming through. Bring that DP, no go.
Oh, but what a punish. Oh, deforestation.
It's messed up.
I mean, it's true. This is a clean round from Peppersplash.
Right back at him. Looks like whoever gets the momentum definitely takes it, but I'd like to see what Jump D does with this match. You know, checking the aerial approach. Curious to see how that change is going to help out this character. The solidity of Chip also being able to survive a little bit longer might actually help out too as well.
Yes. Definitely. Okay, backdash comes out. Okay, we're all backdashing. Be careful with that because negative penalty can come in a lot faster. There's the danger. You just got to be careful. YRC comes out, dashes out of the Alpha Blade. And this is what I was talking about. Floor is not safe. Air is not safe. Floor is lava.
He did dash up 2H. I cannot believe he did that button dash up. He has something behind it too as well, so it makes sense. Hold this throw, bro, with the oppose. I'm opposing you playing in the neutral. Peppersplash. So I'm about to hit you with the 2-peat, bro.
And
don't matter if I
did.
see you in the bracket. It's not over though. Let me see something, Bean though. I want to see this go down to the wire. Personally, I want to see it go down to the limit. Come on.
I do too, but I wonder, like, for these people who have to fight each other so frequently, and then you get in these situations where, like, oh, this is my Evo run back. Like, do you let that get into your head? I mean, I hope not, but
yeah.
Does it?
It's got to weigh on your mind somewhat, right? You want to get that return over seat. You want to get that run back, the clap back. But just like that, Peppery, so strong, 6B. I'm really getting the counter hit and the leapfrog. Probably catching him leaving and put him right back down to the ground. Bean is taking so much. Now it's his turn to party.
Well, briefly, because now, oh my god, these 2 hits from Peppersplash, they do so much. And just like that, Bean is like, well, I guess I'll struggle.
Oh, and I guess I'll die with the air throw. He'll fly. Dang, Peppery. He's been on point with the air throws. I feel like that's just an old Guilty Gear kind of thing. But them air throws have been doing dividends out here.
They really have. Somebody has got to start challenging them. I mean, Diaphone did, but we're not back there yet, are we? Oh, that was a lot of Alpha Blades. I haven't seen that many in a long time. That was good. No. What? What? He fell off the wall and you still got the hit. I'm upset.
The 6H to seal it and steal it. Bean still in. Bad position though. As soon as I say that, caught up in the corner. Gonna get the applause. Jump D, clip in the top. He said that pressure, I'm not gonna stop because I'm gonna hit you with this super. I'm gonna get that Oki going and flowing. It will probably go for the Pierce because it's such a fantastic push. Look at that. The Pierce,
yes.
The back dash.
Yep.
You're still caught up in the corner and the throw. That's all you need.
Peppersplash, I feel like for a person who is so just like calm and demure in stature, when they come to play, it's like, okay. They're a menace, and they are just one of like the calmest people. They just get up and they're like, yeah, GG's. I won that.
You're actually right. Like, you see him, he's just like looks like a kind-hearted soul, and he's doing this to people in a fighting game?
Absolute
demon.
Highway robbery.
I wouldn't trust him. Look at you kind of people. Long game point.
Yeah, he's working on it. Yeah, you're right, freshman. The dude barely practiced for Arc Revo Canada. I know, he said it. He was like, huh, I won, huh? Isn't that a thing? He's just kind of nice with it.
He's just kind of good. He's just kind of good at the video game right now. He's doing a good job against Bean in this run back and just putting on a lot of pressure and approach. And now he's in the corner. What's that defense like? Hold this throw, bro. We saw the FD winning for the throw, but surviving is what we've seen Peppersplash do these rounds, even when he's caught up in the corner. He's doing a good job.
Okay, wow, that was a lot. Yeah, the risk decrease was a ton. So Bean's still in this, Bean's still fighting, but goodness, there's just a long road to climb. You have to make a lot of adjustments, and I feel like Pepperysplash has analyzed all of those adjustments in the future. He already knows.
Absolutely.
Or maybe he doesn't.
Golden Lane Sukiyaki. Burst for the distance, though. Pepper can still make the comeback like that. All it takes is a good couple of sequences. Being trying to disallow that fastball with the jump slash. And the stutter step from Bean doing something different with it on offense. Catch a Peppery when he's trying to press 2S. He's getting pressed against the wall. Bean still in the game.
I'm glad, though. You hate to see 3-0s, especially at this point when you're like, man, it coulda, shoulda, woulda. No. I like that. Bean did a good job. And it really wasn't an adjustment of gameplay so much as just the speed. He just put his foot pedal to the floor and didn't let up, and it worked. It worked great. So do it 3 more times, I guess.
Yeah, just simply be perfect on your offense up in the corner. But definitely do something different. The jump D coming through against the jump S. I like the options he's presenting round start. I think those are getting better too as well. But here's the beta burst. This is the worst call up against the corner. The thirst is quenched.
Deforestation. Deforestation, and your log fell into the ocean. Got chomped by a shark. Oh, Eddie comes out, and then Zato just slides in there. Super clean. Well done.
Ooh, super mean. Peppersplash out here. 2K2D knockdown round start. Already on set point again. Might be able to get his win. These better round starts are definitely helping out Peppersplash. Because check the red. Bean is almost dead.
Yep.
Peppery needs one more good sequence to seal it.
Ooh, backdash. Ooh. That 6P just barely showed its little skeleton head. This could be a chance for Bean. There's a lot of FD, and the counter comes out. Peppery's been getting caught on those 6Ps a little bit more often than I would like them to, but this does give Bean an opportunity. Oh, side switch. YRC comes out. What? Invite hell, and then the dust. Tap dust is going to wrap that one up for Peppersplash.
3-1. Peppery getting it done and just saying, listen, you have to see me in another tournament, I guess, because today I'm putting you to rest. Good stuff to Peppery. Again, such a nice cat outside, but I don't want to stick. He's a demon, but he is not done doing his duty just yet. He still has one more match to go, and that is Grand Finals against Diaphone. He's sitting on the loser side. That means he's got to win twice to make it nice. Diaphone only needs one to get it done. But that means that we get a Zato versus Brisket, aka Bridget, Grand Finals. If y'all wanted something different with it in terms of Guilty Gear, changing up the results, obviously it's the first day, so it could go back and different. You might see more of the Happy Chaoses and stuff like that, or other characters. That's true. However, a lot of variety we've seen up in this bracket. In this top spot, who could have predicted that Bridget would be in the winner's side?
Yeah, I mean, really, who could? But I'm excited. Slow cooked brisket. Yes. God, I am so hungry because of this cast. I need you to know that. Like, oh boy. I am I am hungry now. But yeah, so as a reminder, before this, Diaphone did put Peppery into losers 3-1. Like, 3-1, it was kind of close. Like, there was definitely some back and forth and things like that. It wasn't one of those, like, 3-0, but it was close. It was like, no, that was actually a pretty tight set of matches. So, is Peppery able to adjust and figure some things out and bring what he's learned from this past match back into the Bridget matchup, or not?
Could be. I don't know. I mean, I feel like, you know, when you get set down on the loser side, statistically speaking, you are usually the one that gets it done because you're like, if I meet this person, we'll have something in the game plan for them. And if they're sitting the winner side, they got to worry about 3 other options, and they're waiting to see who's going to come through. That's, you know, a little bit more onus on you to get that W in the winner side. However, the dominance that we did see in terms of when Diaphone was getting his oppression on, his mixes on, was really difficult for, you know, Peppery to get out of, and part of that is because of Zato. You know, he ain't got no good reversals. He's waiting for YRC. It was close, but I think when Diaphone was going and flowing with his mixes, it was hard to stop him at the very tail end of that match. And if Diaphone continues that same sort of approach, we might be seeing the same sort of a match where Diaphone takes it like that. But I don't want to prophesize no demise. All I want to see is absolute violence out here. Thank you all for joining us for Series E. This is the last tournament we're going to have until the 5th of next month in January. So make sure that y'all take a nice little break after this one, obviously after this last match, and then return with us in the new year for some new Guilty Gear. And that will have actually a week plus of practice and greasy, grimy stuff. Hell, who knows? Maybe Soul players will stop dooming. Maybe people will find something against Happy Chaos. Who knows? Maybe not.
I don't know. I mean, could be your Christmas wish. Will Soul players stop dooming? This is all I want. You hear St. Cola in the background. Please, Santa, bring this to me. No, but right now Santa brought us this fantastic grand finals. Pepperysplash versus Diaphone. Bridget into Zato. Like you said, Pepperysplash has to play a whole bunch of games if he wants to make this work, but he has done it before and can do it again. Let's see what he's got.
Immediate burst.
Immediate burst. That's what he's got.
Yeah, he's like, I've seen what this character can do. These mixes too much. Ooh, nice from the distance, using the Pierce. Delete some of these normals off the table. The extension right there. We didn't really see that previously. Peppery, I guess with the Dust Loop was said, oh, you can do that. Nice.
Yep, okay, but now Diaphone coming in with all this pressure with command grab too. What a setup.
Slump. YRC for some distance. It gave him the opportunity to fight back with that YRC just like that. The super clips him before Peppery could get in and start some oppression of his own.
That setup was really nicely done by Diaphone. It was barely off the ground. Barely. Oops, I made a joke.
I see what you did there.
I didn't mean to, but it's alright. Okay, this is a good comeback though from Peppery. I just sit there and I watch that damage every time now because I feel so betrayed.
How dare you have too much damage.
I feel like, too, every one of these games, Diaphone will go down real low, and then he starts making these comebacks. This time, don't think he's going to be able to make it through, but Diaphone just, like, lives for that last pixel of health. He's like, yes, my power-up, it's here.
He's definitely trying to, like, get that side switch into, like, that continuous awful pressure that this character has. But Peppery's preemptively stopping that quite a bit with it. But here we go. Skate or die in. Look at the anti-6P, it looked like, situation. But Peppery too far out in that distance. His movement with this character. You talked about that before.
Yep. Okay. Burst comes out, though, just trying to not be so aggressed on there. The YRC is going to reset the pressure, though. What the DP seems to have been baited, though. Pepperysplash using all of the brain cells today. Bridget goes under. Now what? Into the corner, and there was enough meter for an RC afterwards.
They look at the wall pin situation. That would have been fantastic. That might have been it, but we'll do it right here on the jump in. Unfortunate Diaphone with that first win and routing it back immediately. One of the things that you pointed out previously when they had fought was the fact that Diaphone's so quick with it and quick-witted in terms of, okay, I need to adjust how I come in, how I approach the situation. And we see that with less of these buttons that are getting clipped, with less of the maybe the 5H and the far slash that getting clipped with Pierce from a distance. He's just saying, I'll skate step in And I'll go that way if I want my impression. Diaphone with the first W.
And honestly, it was a good one. It was a really good one. I like the setups. I like his use of certain buttons in different places. The way that he won't use certain things and then he will using certain things from Diaphone. But Peppersplash, stronger start, gets the burst bait as well. This is definitely not one of Diaphone's best rounds for starting.
Yeah.
That was a lot.
This might actually be the end right there. Ooh, see, again, that drill, that distance, doing a fantastic job of clipping buttons. 2D
Okay,
ERC.
here, yep, DP comes out. Still a chance, if you believe in Diaphone. Oh, RC though, side switch, yeah, that's it.
All right, Peppery answered back just a little bit, having better round starts with it, and deleting some of these defensive things off the table. Not only just the DP, but the burst also no longer on the deck for a little bit. Diaphone will get it built up this round going down. 6P coming through, still a strong option, grounded as we see. They nerfed that.
Ooh.
Hold on, now look at the patch, they nerfed that.
Or did they? No, they did. Diaphone is just stuck in this corner, and I feel like all of that corner damage that Diaphone was doing to Peppersplash said, oh look, I can do that too, and just like that, quickly puts one up on the board.
That's the way to play when it comes to Zato. You know, that's the way to play when you play that character. When you are pressuring them, you're getting your win. If you're not doing that, you're definitely holding some fat L's, and that's what we see. You know, you don't want to be put through the mix with it. You don't have to spin your bar to FD, or even worse, have to YRC if you find a gap. And sometimes Diaphone's looking out for that. So now we just see Peppery having better run starts, trying to bank on that, trying to put this character up at the corner and cook them. And he's got options against the DPs. He's got options against that reversal that, you know, Bridget does have. And it's not a bad DP, to be honest, you know. So,
No, it's definitely not.
What happens?
Yeah, this is a meaningful game just because I feel it's going to give you your mental power up. That time the 6P does work, where that has just kind of been a little sketchy the entire night for Peppersplash. Oh, comes in with a backdash and then a grab. I like that a lot. And then the tap dust with the frog. Peppersplash is doing a lot here. Doing a whole lot.
Dang, I didn't see Diaphone press a button. He just dropped. Dog just held all that pressure. Okay, Diaphone answered back with some of the buttons and the command grab coming out nice and early.
Yeah, that...
Keep building that bar.
Woo, boy. That hit did a lot of counter hit damage. And then, now Peppery, the way that he's able to just pressure Diaphone into the corner. Diaphone trying to give back the space. Carries to the other side, but a grab, and now you're right where Peppersplash wants you.
The dust, again, leapfrog situation, 2H. Into the Sun Void. Looking like darkness right now on the side of Diaphone, because this is Oki going to flow, and the bar is at the bottom two for Diaphone. I'm sorry,
Ooh,
for Pepper.
air challenge.
Mix on it.
Are you dead?
Excuse me for the super. Of course he's dead.
Look, I just questioned it, okay? I'm sorry.
I meant that more because it was gonna reach more than just the damage, but like at the very tip of the teeth right there, good stuff. The pressure though from the likes of Peppersplash, we keep talking about pressure because it's so important. These characters in different sort of ways. For Diaphone, pressure is building up tension. It's building up situations. For Peppery, it's just building up damage and opportunity to capitalize. And now Peppery about to reset that bracket. On game reset bracket point, trying to pull Diaphone down into losers. Dungeon.
Has it even been 3 minutes? Legit question. Like, since we started this, has it been 3 minutes? He's going so fast.
Quick games.
Oh. Yeah, they're very quick games. And speaking of quick, Diaphone does not want this to be reset and is playing much more aggressively, trying to match that speed and tempo that Peppersplash was able to bring.
The scare die coming through continuously. We see that option quite a bit. Diaphone getting confident with the buttons once again. We see them getting clipped, but you gotta be able to use those long range limbs against this character. Just have to be careful about the economy of buttons that you spend. Nice knocked off the 2D.
Okay,
the command grab.
There's the command grab, yep. Again, he uses it so sparingly. It's like the top of the food pyramid when we used to have that. It's like fats and oils and sweets, use sparingly. Command grab, use sparingly. Because it's so effective when he uses it appropriately. Had the 6H there because he didn't have the tension to use a super. But just the incoming and the RC. Diaphone brings it 2-2. So we've either got reset or grand finals point.
Oh, this is getting tender. Now, here's the issue. Now I see the Orb Sense situation coming through as well. The 2Ds, now threading the needle. We saw that Peppery was doing that as well. He did the 2S every so often, right? Thread the needle and start getting his way out of the corner. Now we see 2D coming from the side of Bridget, from the side of Diaphone. We might be seeing a side of Peppersplash, set aside, I should say, outside the bracket. It might be a win for Diaphone. This determines quite a bit.
I don't know. All right. What a round start hit, though, from Diaphone. Good lord. If Diaphone is able to get these setups, it's ridiculous. Peppery had to burst there. Now, gets hit. No, you go back to the corner. You live here, you pay rent here, possibly have a mortgage, and then you get the RC afterwards as well. The wall bounce and the insurance policy of the yo-yo set up at the end. A perfect Diaphone. One round away from taking this wild edition of Series E.
Absolutely. Super wild. He's going to be able to say that he is the winner of the patch, but we'll see about that. Peppery with the arrow throw. 2S, making him feel depressed. As he's pressed against the wall, he'll fall to the super. That will kill, and that will be a perfect KO as a rebuttal. This determines so much. Either we get a reset or we end it here. 6 speed.
My jaw is on the floor. That was ridiculous. Okay, Diaphone gets his setup started using all of those yo-yo sets. Incoming, uses the roll. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. Gets the wall bounce up at the 6P or the 6H as well.
Diaphone just needs one more good sequence to seal it. Checks Eddie, just needs to stay steady. He ready, red RC.
Oh no,
Gold
God,
burst,
it's a gold burst.
Oh, but the anti right there, the trade. Diaphone actually didn't even trade. He's got the perfect KO. Does it with the brisket. Not tender, too tough. Oh my god.
My god. That was... Oh! Diaphone. So it was a 3-2, but it was closer. Oh my goodness. That was incredible. I love... Oh, you guys. GG's. Aw.
Brisket gang.
Brisket
oh,
gang.
Man.
Oh,
what a set. The fact that he finally got confident and thrown out the yo-yo, got confident utilizing those buttons that were getting clipped with it. I love to see that from players. Like, oh, you checked me a couple times. I will not leave this option off the table. He was stable. And this dude taking down one of the best Zados in the business. Winner's side of things, denying the reset. Listen, I would like to see more games, but that dominant play was equally fantastic. Congratulations, Diaphone, and all the players coming through. Thanks to you, showing us what to do on this new patch.
I'm so glad that we got to do this. Like, this has been so much fun, and it's only going to get better from here. This is, I mean, at this point, we're probably 18, 19 hours into the patch, but that's 18, 19 some odd hours that it was fresh, it was new, it was exciting, there were changes, you could see them. And the next time when we come back, because as a reminder, this is the last broadcast in December. It's the last broadcast for 2022 for Guilty Gear Series E. We'll be back on January 5th, so that's plenty of time to start working on your characters and work within this patch to explore, find out, figure out, and just experiment to just make your gameplay that much better the next time we have this fantastic tournament circuit.
Or it'd be a lot of time to go on this person and complain, but I won't complain about seeing Yeso to you, Yeso.
And no notes for the both of you today. Incredible cast, such a fun bracket. Cola and Jadalyn, well done. Perfect way to close out 2022 for Series E Guilty Gear Strive. Diaphone with the win all the way through winner's side, and just at the very end, while Pepperysplash was looking pretty damn good there in games 2 and 3, Diaphone denies the reset, and with a nice little perfect round there to close things out in game 5. So well done, Diaphone. Congratulations on the win. Great to see you here in the bracket once again. And that does it, folks, for Guilty Gear Strive here on Series E in 2022. Of course, as Jadalyn aptly mentioned, we'll be back in just a few weeks. January 5th, we'll be back with our next broadcast, our next bracket here for Series E Guilty Gear Strive, and we're going to be chomping at the bit until we come back. But we hope you have a wonderful holiday. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight. A reminder, if you're looking for a little bit more Series E action before the holiday break, we do have our final show of the year tomorrow afternoon. It's Series E Multiversus to close out 2022. If not, have a wonderful holiday, a safe new year. We really appreciate all of y'all's continued support. And we thank you so much for continuing to come out here week after week and watching along with all of us. My name is Ye. So as always, a pleasure to host for you all, for myself, the entire live broadcast crew, and everybody here at Esports Arena. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight. We'll see you again next time.